What's up, Cooters? This podcast is sponsored by Audible. Go to audibletrial.com/mediahole to get your free 30-day free trial, including one free audiobook. There's over 180,000 audiobooks to choose from, and you can buy them and listen to them on your iPhone, your Android, your Kindle, or any other device that'll play MP3s. Wowee! Thank you, Audible, once again. audibletrial.com/mediahole. What's up, Ian? How you going?
I fucking hated that.
What? The wowee or the cooter
The
part?
whole thing. All of it.
It was, other than that, it was the same as every week.
I don't know. Sometimes you say book, and I'm like, let's not.
Oh, you mean like when I go like, audiobook?
Yeah. You put like a U in there.
Yeah, that's me. That's how my brain says that word now, because I fucked it up one episode and then I do it forever because it made me think of number 15. I don't know.
Number 15.
Burger King foot lettuce.
The last thing you want on your Burger King burger
is someone's foot fungus. Anyway, welcome to the Media Hole Podcast. Just realized that this is on making noise. Don't want that. Hey. This is a weekly pod, huh?
I'm sure that didn't pick up at all.
Who knows if it does? You never know. Sometimes it just does.
Sometimes it just be like that.
You're not wrong. In case you don't know, and this is the first episode you listen to it, goddamn, you're probably real confused. Well, my name's Nathan. I'm with Ian. It's the other voice that sounds similar to mine, but not the same. And this is a weekly podcast in which we talk about movies and video games and television and comics and bullshit and news.
Yeah.
This is episode 45, 6?
Sure.
Something like that. We're getting close to 50, eh? Getting close to a year on this bitch.
I'm old. Just call me a boomer. Because I think cops are respectable human beings.
How
Just
dare.
kidding. A cab.
Do you want to hear the true?
It's getting worse.
Do you want to hear the true A cab in my life right now?
What?
I parked for more than 5 hours in front of my house on the street, and I got a $25 ticket.
Only $25?
Yeah.
I would still...
Or 35.
You still have no job. I would be like, all right, court time.
No, I'm not going to go to court. It's fucking $35.
Well, I'm saying you got nothing
But
else to do.
I'm pissed.
I would fucking go for it. If I got hit for like parking in front of my own home, I'd be like, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. It's
How
dumb.
dare you?
Yep, I'm
It's
glad.
not even a fucking garbage day. I would get that.
Yeah.
Like if they made...
No, not there. Like the across the street. In front of someone else's house, I guess. But also in front of mine.
So, probably where I'm parked right now.
Probably.
Because
but it's for 5 hours or
neighbors
longer.
are getting their fucking...
Yeah.
5 hours or longer? Whatever. Then one of your neighbors is a snitch.
Yeah.
That means
bullshit.
they called like as soon as you parked.
Can you imagine somebody's being paid at least $50,000 a year to make sure cars aren't parked for longer than 5 hours?
Oh, believe me, it's more than 50,000.
Yeah. I don't know if they're a cop necessarily.
Well, no, around here they are.
Yeah.
If you're in like Toronto, then it is. Like it's meter maids and shit.
Yeah.
But we don't have that here. Have you parked in Streetsville recently? Like on the road?
No, I always avoid it because the roads are so skinny.
Yeah, because the roads are... Streetsville is a very old town here.
Yeah.
That's the most creative name they had at the time, Streetsville.
Well, it's the village of streets. There's no other village that has streets in it.
Yeah, so it's like our sort of closest
Setting a
thing to
timer again
downtown.
because last week was super good, by the way.
Well, that was because I didn't have anything last week. I don't have anything this week, but I'm in a better mood.
Yeah.
Now it's ruined because you said that. Yeah, no, so it's like it's one of those fucking towns where that main street hasn't changed since like the 1800s.
They shot that movie there with Ethan Hawke in it.
What movie?
Let's call it
Ethan Hawke movie, the one he's been in.
It's him and Emma Watson. No one I know has actually seen it, but they shot it here and they shot it in my hometown of Newmarket.
Cool.
Yeah. But yes, speaking of, by the way, just to start off on a really sad note, Chadwick Boseman died like 15 minutes after we recorded last week's podcast.
All right, I'm not laughing. I'm laughing at that because...
At the way I said it?
No, because it was like one of those things where, remember when we did like that really late podcast on the DC fandom weekend?
Yeah.
And it was like, thank God we waited till the very end of this day to do it, because then now we have so much more things to talk about. And it's like Chadwick Boseman died. It's like, all right, Next week, we finish recording.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman died. Ah, no.
Yeah, so in case you were wondering why we didn't mention it last week, it was from back in time, before we knew.
It happened at like Friday at 11 p.m. and we finished recording at Friday at 10:50.
Yeah, like it was ridiculous.
That was wild though, because we were literally just like on Polygon. Mm-hmm. And we just
we're just chilling for like a little bit after the pod, and like I'm clicking on shit, and we're like YouTube videos, and then Polygon is just one of my frequently visited websites because I like a lot of their shit.
And just right at the top, in a big
like
bang,
Chadwick
actor Chadwick Boseman dead of cancer at 43, and you were just kind of like staring. I don't even think you saw it initially.
I was just like, I thought it was horse shit.
And then out loud, I think that what made you go like, let's go into this, was I was just sitting in like in the corner over there, and I was like, what?
Wild.
Yeah, so what an absolute fucking
that's really sad.
badass motherfucker. He's literally had it. He finished Avengers Civil War, and then they were like, hey man, you have colon cancer. And he's like,
he would have had it before.
No, he got it he was diagnosed in 2016. So
yeah. You're right.
They finished Endgame, which came out.
They
not
finished
Endgame.
Civil War,
which came out in 2015.
2016.
Okay, but they would have finished filming in 2015.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
you're
so, and then he kept it a secret
from
everyone.
Everybody except his family.
Yeah, even Disney. He didn't, and then his family said why, and it was because he wanted to make Black Panther 2.
Yeah.
Which, huge bummer. Also,
sad.
Dude who, when you really look back at it, if you really think of him only as the Black Panther guy, even I think you should be educated, because that man has done like fucking a million roles.
Yeah, he's like done a lot of great shit. If you and
He's played James Brown and Jackie Robinson. That is two iconic black figures.
Yeah. I watched a clip from Get On Up because I don't know where to find the film, and that movie
was it the
really
one
good.
about how he talks about
when he's talking to Dan Aykroyd,
but then he leaves. He stops talking to Dan Aykroyd,
and then he does the whole little
he monologues about like how
I retweeted it.
Yeah, you might have, because that's how I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it on Twitter. I don't really pay attention to who retweets things anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, R.I.P. That wasn't us intentionally not talking about it last week.
Yeah.
That was us having learned about it immediately after recording.
We would have been sadder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we've had the whole week, and it's just been nothing but like that dude.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
He really killed it. Also, he did a really good. There was a line in Black Panther.
Yeah.
Did you see this one?
Which one?
About how he was one of Killmonger's lines that he had changed.
Oh yeah.
Well, like him, and when he was talking to Ryan Coogler about the line, he was just saying it was something where it's like, I think Killmonger was at one point going to say "bury me in Wakanda" or some shit.
Oh, but he changed it to the "bury me in the ocean."
Yeah, where the rest of my
ancestors who refused to be enslaved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyways,
that's yeah.
I didn't want to say this last week because right after we found out, I was gonna say just let's change up Black Panther now, because unfortunately it's a conversation that's gonna come up. It's just some assholes brought it up immediately,
which is a bad. Yeah. Honestly, still feels a little a bad.
It is a bad. I just want to say bring Michael B. Jordan back, but now he's T'Challa.
What do you even do? Like, straight up, and I know Ryan Coogler probably isn't even there yet. Like, fuck, he knew the guy personally.
Yeah.
But as somebody who is a writer, what do you fucking do with that?
Get someone who's a good, respected
Do you? But then you're like doing it without like saying anything about it, referencing that it's a different. Like, this shouldn't be like. It's not like. Imagine fucking Terrence Howard was dead. And then they changed it to Don Cheadle.
Instead of not asking for it.
Like, right? Like, and then they changed it to Don Cheadle. Like, imagine. That would be horrible.
I think...
That'd be a really
I don't know. I think it feels, like, worse in a movie. Like, I'm sorry. But in Furious 7...
Fuck you.
It is so much more meaningful that they left Paul Walker's character alive and instead sent him off to have this happy fairy tale ending.
Yeah, but you can't do that with this. What
I
are
know,
they gonna
because
do?
he's active in the story. And also because they haven't started Black Panther 2 or any future Marvel things.
There's no footage.
The only thing I could possibly think of them doing is
for the rest
off camera retiring him, just being like, oh yeah, he got him in I can't remember what his wife's name, his girlfriend.
I forget.
Who was the actress who played her?
Lupita Nyong'o.
Yeah, Lupita Nyong'o. She's like hooks up with him, and maybe I don't know. Maybe they're having a kid, and he's like, I can't hold the mantle of Black Panther anymore, or else I'll be a piece of shit like my dad. And then he hands it down to someone else, a new character. Who knows?
Yeah, but then like we don't have any. Do we just fucking Grand Moff
giant-
Tarkin him? Do we just Grand Moff Tarkin it like
Did
in
he
Rogue
die?
One?
Oh, for one scene, or Leia. Leia in all of the Rise of Skywalker, and
Well, Leia is footage that was taken from multiple different shoots that were combined together in like the really obvious way.
They just
Grand
cut
Moff
it-
Tarkin, they got somebody to do an impression of the voice and then fully CGI'd a man who's been dead for
they
decades.
did a similar thing for Leia with Paul Walker in Furious 7, except they could still had to do like pickup shots with him. All they did was just get his brother to come in.
Yeah. At least his brother looks like kind of like him.
Yeah, they just had to. If they had his face on screen, they pasted a face over.
Yeah.
It honestly does not look good. On like second watching, when they're like in the car saying goodbye to each other, it's straight up like the lighting is different.
Yeah, well, you were showing me this scene last time you rewatched all the Fast and Furious movies, and I was pointing out, I was like, look, why are they shooting it like this? Like,
Yeah.
what is with this fucking shot choice and editing?
Yeah, they just
And,
had
like,
they tried to make it work with what they had.
I was like, they photoshopped somebody slightly in front of Paul Walker.
Yeah, so I don't know. I imagine because Paul Feige,
What?
what the guy?
Kevin Feige.
I was thinking of Paul.
Paul Feig,
Yeah,
the guy who directed Bridesmaids.
yeah. Kevin Feige. I don't know. He likes the universe. I'm sure he's not going to let them go and like fucking do
I
some
don't think they'll do
tasteless shit.
something tasteless, but you know, obviously, the Rise of Skywalker makes me go, Disney's happy with tasteless shit.
That was. But here the difference is Kevin Feige will fight for things in the movies.
Yeah,
Catherine Kennedy would not.
yeah. Well, Kathleen Kennedy is just like,
Kathleen, there it is.
yeah,
Kathleen Kennedy would be like, "What do you mean a black guy is the main character? No one cares about black people.
come on. We all both know that was J.J. Abrams.
It's a white woman's
We
turn."
both know
I don't
that was
fucking.
J.J.
Now, one
Abrams.
second. J.J. Abrams did the first movie where he fucking had Finn in a more important role.
Yeah, but
he
then
was
in
like
between
literally
movies, he came out and said, "You know what? Actually, I've decided I hate black people."
All right, I don't think he actually said
did.
that. No, he didn't.
Do you not remember that interview?
No, I don't because
I
it's not
do.
real.
Anyway, my point is,
I think J.J. Abrams just got lazy and was like, "Whatever, I don't know. I didn't communicate, and neither is he communicating
Yeah.
with me."
yeah. Also, like, yeah, Finn definitely, like, John Boyega's situation was bad.
Yeah,
But I think
especially
part of-
since they told him initially that he was going to be an important figure in the universe. And
honestly,
then
I think he gets it worse in Rise of Skywalker than Last Jedi, because Last Jedi has an A plot, a B plot, and a C plot.
yeah, it's just
and
that
they all
he gets
converge.
relegated to the B plot,
Yeah,
and it's just.
but I would still say, like, Poe is the C plot.
whatever. Yes, Poe is the C plot. The A plot is what's going on with Rey.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck, like, I don't. We've gone over this. I don't
Yep.
like that whole sequence. I don't care what it does. I don't care what it's trying to do. But still,
It's something.
y'all got to stop being mean to Rose Tico.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever her real name
Fucking
is.
Kelly Marie Tran.
Kelly Marie Tran. Just she doesn't deserve it. She deserved better.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams shouldn't have been so fucking lazy.
I don't like this character, and fans were racist and sexist at the same time. I'm just gonna pretend.
I'm just gonna let them just be sexist to a white woman
Yeah.
and call her a Mary Sue forever.
Yeah. Also that.
All right, anyways, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
R.I.P. Sad days. That's basically all the news that happened in terms of non-video game stuff.
Did we have Gamescom last week?
That
Or
was last week.
Yeah, that sucked. So good thing we don't have anything to talk about with that.
Yeah. Anyway, let's
Well, it
talk.
didn't suck. Gamescom isn't really a huge.
It's not.
It's not a reveal thing. It's like things that were revealed at E3. You would get to go there and play a demo of if you were a journalist.
Yeah.
Like,
like we did. I remember it was like, these are the 3 things that matter from Gamescom.
Yeah.
And one of them was we saw the demo of Ratchet and Clank being played live.
but that was also the same thing they already showed
The
us.
same thing, but
Yeah.
being played live. Anyway, let's talk about the Mario Bros. Direct.
Yeah. Thanks, Nintendo. I get it. We got a first-party direct, but that's not what we meant.
We've had like one every month now.
But the first-party directs.
Mario
Those were
Game &
indie
Watch is a
showcases.
cool thing. You can play Mario on a Game & Watch, Ian.
Like what?
It's like a Game & Watch.
Is it a new thing there, but like a separate console?
It's just
I didn't watch the Mario direct. It happened while I was at work.
Do you remember
and looked at
Tiger Electronic Games?
Yes.
That's what a Game & Watch is?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so they have made a Mario Game & Watch, which
So
is something that looks like a classic Game & Watch that plays Mario and Mario the Lost Levels.
So it's probably like a fucking thing they're selling for $100.
Yeah.
That's just on its own.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it also works as a watch, like every other Game & Watch.
So does it actually fit?
No, it just tells the time with Mario shit.
Huh.
It's like a...
It's like a
Do you remember the Game Boy Micro?
Yeah. I had one of those. That thing sucked.
It's like that, but good because it's made in the year 2020. It's got a backlit screen.
Game Boy Micro had a backlit screen.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was the only one it was that in the SP.
Yes, that and the SP, and then everything else going forward. I had an SP. I don't know why I got a Game Boy Micro. I still have my SP.
It's because you wanted it. Because it looked cool.
Because
I think
the fucking problem is that my like I probably was like, I don't know what I only had like GameCube and Game Boys and shit at the time, and I had all the Pokemon games. So I'm like, I don't know, it's my birthday and there's no new Pokemon game this year. What could I fucking get?
Yeah.
Yeah. Your only interest is video games, and you don't really want to buy a new console. It's difficult.
There's also Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, which is going to come out in February.
Bowser's Fury. In that game, he is.
Yeah, but it's called Fury.
No, I'm putting an extra R.
Okay, cool. Super Mario Bros. 35 is like Tetris.
Is the Super Mario World thing?
It's Super Mario 3D World, but there's more.
So are they going to charge me the full price?
I mean, probably.
Fuck Nintendo.
They always do. They do.
I'm not.
And
I'm not gonna actually buy that.
And I'll buy it because I didn't own the fucking Wii U.
I had a Wii U.
That game's great.
I had 3D World. It was good. I just was like, whatever.
That game's really fun. I love that game. I played it at your house.
Probably Emma's.
Probably Emma's. Yeah, you're right. Mario Brothers 35 is Tetris 99, but for Mario.
Yeah.
Comes out in October and is only playable till March.
Yeah,
and then it goes away forever.
Don't know why they're doing this shit.
Because Mario is going to... Because after March 31st...
We're into the second quarter of the year.
Yeah, but also, after March 31st is when that recent article that just came out happens.
What?
You not see that recent article?
You
Nintendo
can't just
released?
keep saying that recent article. Just tell me.
All right. There was that big article Nintendo released, and it said Mario is no longer Italian. He's going to be normal now, starting March 31st.
We decided to switch it up. Mario is no longer Italian. He is now Irish.
No, it said normal.
No. I know. I was just going with something else. It's me.
It's me.
Italian guy.
It's me, Mario. That's what his new catchphrase is.
Hey guys, it's me, your good pal Mario.
Hi, I'm Mario. How's it going?
Oh, cool.
What?
News report from the real world. Report finds that 93% of Black Lives Matter protests in the U.S. were peaceful.
No shit.
Wow, what a surprise. Actually, can I just come back to politic news?
Yes.
So, do you remember back a couple of years ago? I can't remember when, but it was around either Donald Trump's second year or before he became president.
Okay.
Where he called John McCain a fucking loser because he was a POW.
I want to say that's... Oh, yeah. I heard about that.
So then recently, Trump denies report by The Atlantic he made disparaging remarks about fallen World War I troops and John McCain in 2018. And I remember he called John McCain a loser because he was captured and tortured
injured
in their Korean War.
Yep.
He called someone asked him to go. He had a thing where they were like, "Can you go to this cemetery? This fucking war cemetery where all the veterans are?" And he go like, "Why would I go there? Only losers are buried there."
Yep. Yeah. And he did it, and now he's saying he didn't do it.
Yeah. Yes.
Of course he is.
President Trump referred to fallen Marines who fought in World War I as losers and suckers while deciding not to visit the Aisne-Marne American Cemetery near Paris during a visit to France in 2018. The article also says that the president made similar comments about veteran and former Arizona Senator John McCain after he died in 2018. Oh, good! Hey, the man's dead. I'll fucking talk shit about him now.
Yep.
Who was the guy? John McCain ran against Obama in like 2008.
Yeah.
Who was the guy who ran against him in 20... Yeah, Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney's a little coward bitch that now will speak his mind. But
didn't Trump move to Canada so that he wouldn't have to be drafted in the
he had
Vietnam
bone
War?
spurs.
That's it. Right, bone spurs. Yeah, they make that joke in that movie that I watched when it came out, directed by Spike Lee, The Five Bloods. There we go. Chadwick Boseman's in that. He's great. It all comes full circle.
Yeah. Anyways, register to vote.
Hell yeah. Also,
Fund
probably
the
you should mail in
USPS.
your vote today. The day that you hear this, mail in. If you live in America, mail your fucking vote in today.
Or go stand in line
Or-
for a really long time at voting pool stations.
Go to a drop-off place if you do not want to get COVID. Do it ahead of time. Go to a drop-off zone.
You don't understand.
Drop that bitch off.
Don't Americans use voting machines? For
They
their
do.
elections? So why can't I vote why can't I vote using my iPhone?
Because,
That would actually be voter fraud.
yeah. Also because Tim Apple will know who you voted for. And your
Tim
phone will...
Sweeney.
No, I called him what Trump called him.
The Tim
Apple-
man from Apple, I won't remember his last name because he's gay.
Tim Apple makes your iPhone slower if you vote and not for a left-leaning politician.
I'm sure if it was Bernie running, that would be true. But since Biden's still going to allow the rich to be rich.
I mean, also here though, like if you voted for Jagmeet Singh, your iPhone got slower.
If you voted for Justin Trudeau, not as slow, still slower.
Got like 1% slower.
Yeah.
No, your iPhone. If you voted for Justin Trudeau, your iPhone immediately made a donation to Me to We.
What the fuck is that?
Like the the Kielburger thing.
Craig Kielburger? What's wrong with him?
Oh, did you not hear about the whole fucking thing?
Wasn't Craig Kielburger like a young humanitarian who's just still alive? Who's like still going? Or did he turn out to be like corrupt?
His entire fucking corporation / nonprofit, the We Day shit, like that they're Me to We or whatever.
I don't remember that at all.
Anyway, that was the name of his company's charity thing.
Here, throw me that pillow.
Okay. Anyway, that thing makes tons of money a year, and there was like everybody's getting super rich off of it, including like Justin
Hey,
Trudeau
throw
and
me
his
that other
entire fucking family. Alrighty.
I'm leaning forward and my back's hurting.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So Trudeau and a bunch of other people and the Kielburgers, that charity is really fucked and shitty and bad.
That's most charities.
No, but like that's like one of the
my
biggest
cousins
ones.
is like really high up at a major charity, and I literally don't know which one. Because also she's like 50.
Oh.
Because on my dad's side of the family, it goes like I being like 24 is the youngest cousin. Like that doesn't have like excluding the second cousins and shit.
Yeah.
Then the oldest is like 60.
You're the youngest Care Bear cousin.
I'm the youngest in my family on my dad's side of the family of cousins, and I'm the second youngest on my mom's side.
I hope this didn't make a lot of noise while I was adjusting.
Probably
that,
didn't.
folks at home. You never know. You know when we fuck with these things here,
Doesn't make I do that
it
all
makes
the time.
so much noise.
So this right now.
Yeah.
Fuck
Do
you
you
guys.
hear?
What?
Do you hear it?
I can hear it, but it
So you know it's touching the mic and sound moves through vibration, right? Yeah, that makes tons of noise.
Well, I hope you fixed it.
It doesn't fix. There's some things that need to just not be happening. I legitimately thought it was a problem with the chord, but I realized that it was like somewhat rhythmic.
You
over
were
the thing.
yeah, you probably were like it's like why is it only on Ian's mic? I don't know, but whenever I'm talking for too long, he starts fucking with it.
Yeah. Anyway, moving back to Mario
Yeah.
Kart Live Home Circuit.
Yeah, what is that? Is that like a real life toy that you
It's
drive
an
with?
AR. It's an AR Mario Kart game. You set up a bunch of shit around your house, and you can play it on the Switch and drive it around. And it's Mario Kart. It's a Mario Kart game. This is the Switch Mario Kart, the official one.
It better not be. There better be a Mario Kart 9.
They'll just be like Windows and
Mario
stuff now.
Kart 9 Double Dash 2. Let's Call of Duty this.
They never had two numbers in a Call of Duty. They just like
No, they did. Oh, they dropped the first number. Yeah.
They dropped 4 when dropped whatever number when they hit Modern Warfare 2. Also, World at War isn't a number.
World at War doesn't have a number either.
Yeah.
It was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, which was like 7.
Yeah.
And then, no, it's 6. Black Ops is 7.
Black Ops is 7. Then Modern Warfare 3 would be 8.
Then Black Ops 3.
No, Black Ops 2. Then Ghost.
Black Ops 2.
Then
Ghost
3.
is always the one I forget about because it's like...
Then Advanced Warfare, then Infinite Warfare. Or no, in between Advanced and Infinite was World War 2, I think.
Wasn't it World War 1?
No.
That was Battlefield.
Battlefield 1.
What a bad
Stupid
fucking
name for a
invention.
fucking game.
Yeah.
Also, I inherently hate Battlefield 1 because it came out the same day as fucking Titanfall 2. Super Mario All-Stars is added to the SNES on thing.
Yeah.
And guess what? It's the best version of the first fucking 4 Mario games. Fucking fight me.
What? Who cares?
I don't know.
You don't have to get so aggressive about it. I'm like, Mario 3 is the best Mario, so...
Mario 3 and Mario 3 on the All-Stars pack is the best Mario 3.
Yeah, then I guess I have to go play that. Check.
I like...
But also, kind of dumb. If there is actual differences in the game, then sure.
Oh, it's 16-bit.
But because I could just go to the NES that is also on my Switch and just go play it that way.
No, it's all of them. It's remakes of all of the games.
Okay.
Yeah. Mario 3D All-Stars is the one everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah.
It's Mario 64, Sunshine and Galaxy.
Not
I guess
Galaxy
Galaxy
2.
2 can fuck itself, even though it's the better one.
I think there's going to be like a DLC expansion.
I bet you it will.
Yeah.
But it comes out September 18th, but it's only going to be purchasable till March. What the fuck? We really need more money. The Switch is not making any money.
No, it's making tons of money because Nintendo is the richest company in Japan right now.
Fucking Animal Crossing is the highest selling video game of all time.
Yeah, no. GTA 5.
Animal Crossing, I think, is approaching it.
I don't think so because people have bought GTA 5 multiple times, but like no one's gonna buy a second copy of Animal Crossing unless it's for someone else.
Yeah, I don't know then. Anyway, that's...
Shut up, please.
Yeah, fucking fly in the room.
Why are they so loud?
I don't know.
It's like comical,
assholes.
like how fucking
Anyway,
loud
did
they
you
are.
pre-order Super Mario 3D All-Stars?
No, because I haven't really turned my Switch on.
Oh, I did.
But like I still got time. I have until March 31st.
You have until March 31st to
Actually,
buy
I have
it.
to like net 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Because it comes out on the 18th.
Yeah.
Really close, which is cool.
Yeah.
But next
Obviously,
year,
we've been hearing rumors of this game coming out all year.
I don't even think it's been rumors. I think it's people just being like, please.
No, it was like leaks and shit.
Yeah, no, but it's like leaks by like on like Reset Era, where it's like, yeah, they get things right, but still, it's not a confirmation.
Well, they said this and 3D World with the DLC. It was both.
Okay, so yeah, they get. I still do, until I see like a real press release or like a Nintendo Direct or anything. It's not
Nintendo
real.
Direct is never going to be like, this leaker on Reset Era was right.
Because I think someone just claimed that fucking there's a Smash announcement next week, and I'm like, cool, whatever. And they're like, oh, it's gonna be Mario themed. I'm like, oh, cool. Maybe you fuckers will finally get Genos in Smash, so you can shut the fuck up.
Birdo, 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 Birdo.
That was just decided that we would both stop.
I don't know. Like, I don't know why you were like.
All right, so if there is a Mario rep other than Birdo,
I mean, Gino is cool. I love Super Mario RPG.
I don't care.
It's such a good game.
Give me Cat Bowser.
Fucking Cat Bowser.
I don't.
Could you imagine?
I would like if they're gonna do that, give me like a new form of a character.
Update Bowser Jr. to be not shit, just not actual garbage
fuck him.
and not fun to play at all. Give Bowser Jr. the ability to turn into Shadow Mario from Sunshine.
I was gonna say they just put Shadow Mario in the game.
That's better, actually.
And he uses like that paintbrush as like his smash attacks and shit. And then
The
also
bigger piranha plant.
What?
Bigger piranha plant. PD piranha.
Yeah. No. Oh no. One of the Chucksters from that really shitty level of Sunshine.
Oh fuck.
Or no, wait. The Pachinko machine, or the fucking flying bird.
Pachinko machine's the stage.
Yeah, no, that as well.
Pachinko machine's the stage.
But then there's also that bird.
Oh, the bird
stage.
The bird stage is too similar to stages that already exist.
Wiggler. put like a wiggler in.
Do you remember when fucking Nintendo of America made that tweet?
What? Wigger Wednesday. Like for Waluigi, reteam for Wiggler. Hashtag Wigger Wednesday. Rough. At least it was like not racist.
Not the racist one. But it's funny.
Yeah. I'm excited because I haven't played Galaxy in like 10 years. I never actually finished Mario 64 because it came out when I was a child, and then I did not have my Nintendo 64 for that long.
I beat it, but I didn't 100p it.
I'm not gonna fucking do that. Or
well,
maybe
you
I
don't have to. It's like what, 120 stars?
I'm not gonna like Sunshine.
Sunshine's great.
I don't like the way Sunshine controls. I don't like the gimmick of Sunshine.
I do. Oh man, I just realized this will be the actual first time that game fucking works on anything that's not a GameCube.
What do you mean? It works on Dolphin?
No, they have to fucking. You have to fuck with it because the GameCube triggers were analog.
Oh yeah.
So you could how hard you pull it is how hard you shoot, and so when you play it on Dolphin, it's fucky and bad.
Well, it'll work.
It means you can't control the jetpack.
Apparently,
on
the fucking the Pro controller is like going to be the only like thing like for that one that it will work well with.
Yeah.
Like, because the Joy-Cons don't have those. The Joy-Cons are just fucking clicks.
So is the Pro controller. That's what I mean. They have to redo the controls to make it work with no analog.
Where's your Pro controller?
They're just buttons. Like, it's right there. It's plugged into the Switch. They're not triggers. They were triggers on the Wii U.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They actually have to redo it so it has to work with these controllers. Which is why that it'll actually work.
Okay, but yeah, apparently if you do have a... Oh, yeah, no. Oh, fuck, you're right. I got the stories mixed up. It's that if you use a GameCube controller with the adapter...
It won't work?
It's still going to play... No, it will work, but it's going to play like the new way they're putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So...
And also, you'll be able to play Mario Galaxy with the Joy-Cons or with the controller.
I'm going to play it with the Joy-Cons.
Really? So you can do the pointer?
Well, like, you should actually... Like, even fucking Mario Odyssey, you should play with the Joy-Cons.
Well, Mario Odyssey you should.
Because,
because it's made for
the
motion
pointer,
control.
there's also things like... There's, like, a bunch of sections in, like, in Galaxy when, like, you're getting shot, like, through with the fucking star.
Oh, and you want to point at the shit. You're right, to get the extra stuff.
Like, it's not necessary, but, like, like, having Cappy on a second controller isn't necessary either, but...
Yeah. I hate this fucking fly.
Yeah.
I hope he's audible so that everybody gets to experience this with us.
Yeah. He's fucking big, too.
What a piece of shit. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah. Audible.com/themedial. All right. So,
Yeah.
anyways, that's some cool video game stuff.
You ready for more?
Yeah.
All right, we got 2 extra pieces of video game news before we can get into the weeks. Number 1. It's been over 1,000 days since the last time we heard from Bayonetta 3. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Good.
What do you mean good?
Fuck you, Bayonetta.
Bayonetta's fucking better than DMC4.
You're the worst. Probably.
Yeah.
I have no issue with that. Why am I getting a Leffen tweet? You know how like Twitter has the fucking
Suggested for you.
Yeah, but I follow Leffen, so like, why is it suggested something that I would just read anyways?
And then finally, good for bringing it back to Smash. Did you hear about this?
What?
Smash Ultimate almost got rolled back out a netcode in a recent update.
And they couldn't figure it out.
and they didn't. They couldn't figure it out. One of the biggest fighting game in the world, made by one of the richest companies in the world with one of the highest budgets in the world, couldn't figure it out. Meanwhile, PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale came out 8 years ago, and had rollback.
But okay, do you remember like there was like an old story about like when Nintendo was first getting into the online game?
Yeah.
Is that they hired like some like netcode specialists from the US to come in and like tell their like board of directors like, yeah, this is how online gaming works. And they did this whole presentation. They sold it to them like spectacularly. Like there was no way that they should have said no, but because all the people on the board of Nintendo are all fucking boomers, they were just like, no, that sounds too complicated. We're gonna go peer-to-peer for our fucking third-person shooter. Thank you. Like, what the fuck is this? Gears of War 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah.
No, so Nintendo just didn't listen, and then they don't have anyone on staff to do fucking netcode stuff.
So, Ian, would you say that this means that Smash Ultimate is canonically a worse game than PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale?
No. Because I don't like the... Just like how everyone is with fighting games, then that also means that, like, Dragon Ball FighterZ is worse
Then?
than PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. Street Fighter V is worse.
I can live with either.
Guilty Gears before Strive.
That's the one that kills it.
Under Night in Birth. Oh no, that has the rollback now.
Under Night in Birth.
Tekken.
I don't see. You're naming a bunch of games that mostly I don't play.
King of Fighters.
Oh shit, you're right.
King of Fighters, but not Fatal Fury.
Yeah.
Or no, Garou, Mark of the Wolf.
Well, yeah. Actually, all of the Switch ports of all of the Arcade Archives games have rollback.
Yeah, but that's those ones.
Those versions of those games, yeah.
Yeah. There was an anniversary this month.
Of what?
The guy who was a big Smash fan and he was dying of cancer, Chris Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
And one of his tweets was just so dark. Mm-hmm. But his tweet, it was on September 13th, 2018. I'm really scared I won't be able to play Ultimate. And then the next sheet was December is a long way for someone who is already bedridden.
Mm-hmm.
And Nintendo of America brought a Switch to his house, and him and his buddies got to play Ultimate 2 months early.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And that was the last good thing Nintendo has ever done. For their fans, at least.
Yeah.
I think I found I came up with a reason why I don't get that hype for Smash as I do for other games.
And
it's because Smash doesn't have a health bar.
Yep.
The only time I'll get hype over a grand finals, or I'll get hype if it's just an exciting close game.
Yeah.
But unless there's a JV3, I don't care. It's not as nothing's going to be as come even close to Evo Moment 37. But there's cool shit where it's it's the comebacks where someone just fucking gets this sick combo string that they just they don't miss.
Yeah.
This motherfucker don't miss.
It's just, honestly, it's just when I think about Smash versus fighting games, because I know people talk about Smash as if it's simpler, and it's I don't know if it's simpler. It just has weird, different mechanics.
Smash isn't simpler. It's just different.
Yeah.
Every other fighting game has
for example,
directional inputs to do your moves.
For example, other fighting games are for grown-ups, and Smash is for babies.
Yeah, but
it's not simpler. It's just for little poopy babies with diapers. But it's not simpler nor easier.
All right, get out of here, stoner.
It's just for little bitches.
All right, now, are you actually going to engage with me on this? Or?
On what?
No, well, I don't know. It's just...
No, honestly, that was a bit.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Because you do enjoy watching Smash sometimes.
Yeah, I enjoy playing it sometimes.
Yeah, except for when it's me last week. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I went on a 6-game win streak. I don't think I played you, actually.
No, I've stopped playing at things.
Yeah, but the most literally I played. I usually win against Emma now, because I just know how to beat her character now.
Yeah.
But then I went up against Blake, who plays Ridley like a dick, not with zero skill. Unlike my friend who in Ohio, who wrecks me every time and hits. You know that fucking Ridley's down B?
No.
It's the skewer move that does 53% when it hits. But it has a long wind up and shit. You press it, you don't get the time when you have to do full timing from the input.
Yeah, I only play characters when they're new.
Yeah, so Ridley was new.
No, but I mean, Ridley was new alongside a bunch of other characters.
Yes, no, but so I just fucking you couldn't stop me. And then I got to Chris, and then I fucking beat Chris.
Yeah.
And he was sober, so.
The best Smash is Brawl.
Yeah. No.
Yep. Best one.
No. Smash 64.
64 is good.
It's all right. It's fun. It's a different kind of fun.
I played it after I played Melee, and I liked it better when I was a kid.
Yeah. You know what else comes up next year?
What else comes up next year?
This is still related to the previous news topic.
Sure.
next year is both Metroid and Zelda's 35th anniversary.
Yeah.
So, AKA, where's my goddamn Twilight Princess and Wind Waker port Switch?
And Skyward Sword. It got leaked, and we know it's coming.
Yeah, actually,
Or wait, didn't it get announced?
No.
The Skyward Sword one was announced, wasn't it? Or was that a leak?
I think it was just it leaked in like multiple places.
Oh, it leaked like in a bunch of stores, like in really obvious ones where it's real.
Skyward Sword Switch. Wait, what? You can now from Games Radar, you can now pre-order Zelda Skyward Sword on Switch even though it hasn't been announced yet. All right, fuck off. A now deleted Amazon UK listing had the Skyward Sword Switch port at €70. And then another listing came up. Like it just kept coming up.
All right, so yeah, it's definitely happening. So Skyward Sword plus, I would say probably put the Wind Waker and Twilight Princess ports on one cart, Nintendo. On one, don't make me buy them separately.
Here's the thing.
Or unless they're going to be like,
Zelda
half
games
price.
are longer than Mario games.
Yeah, and there's 3 on one fucking boy.
Yeah,
I'm saying
no,
put
but
2
what
on one.
I'm saying what they could do is they would probably do the same thing they did when Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD came out on the Wii U.
Yeah.
They only sold them for $40.
Oh, they were 40?
Yeah, like each, because they didn't come out together. They came out like 6 months apart.
I was going to say
I
they
could
do
see
what
them
Bayo
just do
2 Switch did, which was sell them as 2 separate games on the eShop, but as one in the cart.
I would say just put Skyward Sword doesn't need graphical updates, but it could use a resolution update.
Oh no, Skyward Sword is probably going to be separate and on its own.
No, but I'm saying like Skyward Sword, maybe it was a thing they were going to do, but then hopefully they see like what people are saying online and being like, maybe just fucking wait till next year
I do
and
have
then
a question.
drop the fucking.
Ian. Was Skyward Sword not in 4:3?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It could use a resolution update.
Yes, so it needs to be put into widescreen. It needs resolution update because the Wii could only output. The Wii could only output in 480p, right?
Yeah. So it could.
Which means the Wii was less powerful in terms of resolution than the PS Vita, confirmed. Which that was 560p, and what else? Obviously, like textures, frame rates, blah 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 blah. Right.
Yeah. I'm trying to see if I can find more actual like data for that. I don't give a fuck about the box.
The backs.
I'm just gonna agree with you.
All right.
I'm sure it could get a because what is the Switch runs at 720p handheld, 900p docked.
Yeah.
So they could do an upgrade with that. Like match the Wii. The Wii U I think was 720p docked.
No, the Wii U could get to.
Well, because you could play the
couldn't
Wii U, you could play with the controller, but if you press like the minus button on the controller, it would switch to handheld mode.
Hold on, let me think. Can the Switch really only do 9 something?
900.
Because I remember the Wii U was the first console to release that could do actively 1080. I thought
I don't think the Wii U can.
full 1080. Jeez.
Wii U, not Wii U.
Wii U.
Wii U specs.
Did the Wii U play DVDs?
No.
Weird. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess maybe there were some kind of. No, they had.
Oh yeah, the I don't know what the fuck the D terminal is, but it could go up to 1080p.
Yeah. So the Switch should be able to do 1080 when
Yeah.
docked.
I don't think it does though. I think it should, but I don't know. Maybe Nintendo did try to do their best to like subtly downgrade, like to cut costs and shit.
Yeah, but it's the Switch. The Switch plays Wii U games in a higher resolution and performance. Like Mario Kart 8 is higher frame rate on Switch.
Higher frame rate doesn't mean higher resolution.
No, but maybe it's the same resolution. I wouldn't expect it to be fucking worse. Right?
Yeah, sure. Now I'm just looking up stuff
Yeah.
about the Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, so also for Metroid, they could do 2 triple packs for games. The Metroid Prime Trilogy,
obviously.
and then some good old fucking handheld ones.
Just be Fusion and Zero Mission, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sell that as like a fucking single game for like $30.
Yeah.
And just literally just drop it in as a fucking like
Well, can't you...
like again, like, you know.
Yeah. Because, yeah, I mean, fucking Super and regular Metroid are both already on Switch.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zero Mission and Fusion as a 2-pack. Oh, and maybe Samus Returns.
The Switch does do 1080p. It does 1080p 60.
Yeah, okay. So that's, 1080p 60 frames per second.
But the display of the Switch does still only in handheld mode
720p.
720.
Yeah.
So I was wrong. I think there was a game that could only run 900 or something.
I bet it's like something.
I think it was like Mario Odyssey ran at 900.
Oh yeah, probably. So it could have a good frame rate because that game's got a fucking rock solid frame rate.
Yeah. A lot of the times, yeah.
I didn't see any hitches when I played.
There's like a lava part later on. Did you beat that game?
Yeah, I beat it like 3 times.
You know, okay. Did you do like that super hard like gauntlet at the end of the game?
I couldn't beat it.
Yeah, I feel like I was getting drops there.
That might be it. Then.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you beat the game, you hit the credits, and then there's like the darker side, the darkest.
Yeah,
side
I didn't do that shit.
Yeah, that
I did the
sucks.
darker side, which was just like a boss rush thing.
Yeah, I couldn't beat that.
And then the darkest side was like, here's all these
Gauntlet.
other challenges. Like,
I
I don't
tried
care.
both. I got further on the darkest side than the darker side because I feel like the boss battles in that game, they're dumb, but like they're not. You know what I mean?
They're just so easy that you just like, well, you get frustrated.
They're easy, but the way that they do make it hard is like the guy with the hats, for example. Instead of throwing 3 hats, he's throwing 50 hats, and like the entire ground's fucking covered.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is not fun hard. This is just hard for no reason. Yeah. Any other game news you got, Ian?
No.
Alrighty then.
I'm just looking at stuff now.
Cool. Well, I was gonna say let's dive right into the weeks.
Zack Snyder seen Wonder Woman 1984 and shared his thoughts. I don't care.
Zack Snyder was like, I don't get it. Why were they not in sexier outfits?
Yeah.
When I filmed Justice League, I put all the Amazons in sexier outfits.
Were they in?
Oh, they're in like kind of bikini-esque outfits. They're really...
Wait, so do they go back to Themyscira?
It's in the beginning of Justice League, yeah.
Okay, why?
Because there's mother boxes that Steppenwolf is trying to get. And there's one in the Amazonian Themyscira vibe. There's one in Aquaman town. And there's one in Metropolis. And there's one in Russia.
Yeah. Weird.
I know Aquaman lives in Atlantis. I said Aquaman place because it's funnier than saying Atlantis.
No, it's not funnier.
It is funnier.
No, you're just bad at comedy.
No, I think you're bad.
You're a piece of shit.
All right. Are you saying that just saying Atlantis would be funnier or no?
No, I really don't care.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Let's talk about the weeks.
Was Atlantis a nice looking place in that movie, or did it look
I've not
like...
seen the film Aquaman.
Was it not in Justice League?
I mean, like, it's just underwater. It's just water. Like, you don't see it.
Well, like, so in Young Justice, it's like a very nice looking city.
I mean, it looks kind of nice. I don't remember. It's not that. It's like there's barely one scene takes place in Atlantis, and it's all like green screen with the hair floating like CGI.
See, now what I'd be impressed is that they actually filmed the movie entirely underwater.
No, they
and
didn't.
Jason Momoa was the only one who could perform down there because, bro, I'm Hawaiian.
Did you know that the fucking scene where they in fucking Shape of Water where they put the entire apartment underwater isn't CGI? It's not dry for wet. It's fucking, they filled that set full of water.
Nice.
It's such a good fucking movie. Goddamn.
Fish. Horny.
It's a good movie. Everybody's like, oh, she fucks a fish. And it's like, yeah, it's a fucking love story. Is she not going to have sex with her fucking
Fish
love?
boyfriend?
Fuck you.
Hot fish man?
Anyway, speaking of hot fish, man, let's talk about something completely different. This week, I read all of the issues of Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, the 2019 to 2020 run by Matt Fraction and Steve Lieber. Talking to you about it last week after the podcast. What are you laughing at?
Just a tweet. Things water is supposed to give me: clear skin, weight loss, headache relief, reduce anxiety, more energy, better memory. What I get? Pee.
Anyway, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen. If you want a pitch for for that comic, it is
Jimmy Olsen being a prick.
Yeah, but it's like essentially a semi-non-linear story about like Jimmy Olsen, known Daily Bugle reporter guy, who's like crazy. He's like an influencer essentially, like because it's like obviously newspapers are going out of business.
Yeah.
So he's like an influencer, and people love his dumb shit for the Daily Planet, and that basically allows them to do news. And Jimmy Olsen essentially like winds up in this situation where a bunch of shit is going weird, and like in Metropolis and with his stuff that he's doing.
Yeah.
And so he winds up sort of having to uncover the mystery, and he says to Superman, I don't want you saving me from this shit again. Like, I'm my own guy. I can take care of myself. But it's a comedy series, and at one point, Jimmy Olsen is living in Gotham and gets in a prank war with Batman.
But Batman's probably a serious dickhead about it.
So there's a great moment when Jimmy Olsen is like, I'm Timmy Olsen, irresponsible blogger. That's what he's changed his life to. And there's a bit with Dr. Fate where he goes up to Dr. Fate and he's like he's like, guess what we're gonna do on our show? We're gonna fill his helmet with bees. And he's like, oh, bees! I'm allergic!
How is
Olsen!
Dr. Fate allergic to bees?
That's the bit.
Dr. Fate is not a fucking real human person. Actually, yeah.
How do you get all the bees into the helmet, Ian?
But also, if Zatara is allergic to bees...
You mean Zatanna? Oh, yeah, you're right. No, it's Zatara, yeah.
Yeah. If Zatara is allergic to bees... Well,
guess what, Ian?
And a bee
Zatara's
stings
only Dr. Fate in Young Justice.
Well, that's all I know, so I'm going to keep asking the question. You can replace Zatara with whoever. If they're allergic to bees, and you get stung while the Dr. Fate mask is on, do you go anaphylactic?
Who's to say?
Me.
The comic never answers that question for us.
Well, worthless.
But the prank war with Batman is great because there's this fucking perfect bit. And I'm going to spoil this great joke because it's a book full of great jokes. There's great jokes in every issue. But there was this bit where you see it's like Wayne Enterprises bathroom. And you see...
That's Blake saying he's not coming in.
Oh. And there's these two guys walking in the bathroom and he's like, the old man gave me $100 this time. It's like, what? It's like, yeah, I was like... I laughed 4 times. It's $20 a laugh. Like, you should give me 80. And then the old man's like, well, Master Bruce likes to see people laugh and cry. And you did this bit where you rubbed some tear out of your eye with your knuckle. And that's beautiful. It's incredible work. And it's like Bruce Wayne, it's cut to Bruce Wayne in the toilet, like, what? And then just the Batmobile driving in the Batcave. And it's like, and Bruce Wayne and Batman's just sitting. And it's like, Alfred, how long have you been paying my employees to laugh at my jokes? How did you figure out, sir? I'm a great detective. Everybody says so.
How many people have you paid to say that?
How much money have you paid them? $87,000, $500. It's so good. And then it's like... And then it's like, it'll come out of your paycheck, of course, Alfred. And then Alfred walks away. And then Bruce Wayne, or Batman, he's like in the uniform. And he has one of those like things that make it look like an arrow through your head, but it's just like rounded on top. And he puts it on top and he's like, I'm hilarious.
I just saw some shit.
Yeah.
Scrub quotes went political.
What?
I don't know who the fuck this bitch is. Stephanie Murray. Author of Political Massachusetts Playbook. Okay, so she's a reporter. But then said from some shit, there's a couple of tough quotes. This goes to show that the left doesn't do their homework and they're easily won over by bright, shiny objects as a Kennedy ally. And then that was the scrub quote from them.
That's dope.
Yeah. Cool, I'm glad you enjoyed the book.
Yeah, it's great. I'd highly recommend it to everybody. It's over now. It's from the fucking writer of Hawkeye 2013. Like, great comic. Fucking hilarious. But it tells a good story. And, like, the ending's great. And it's kind of, like, jumps around a little bit. Kind of a little bit non-linear.
Yeah.
Really fun. Lex Luthor's great in it. Obviously, he shows up. Metamorpho's in it for some reason. It opens perfectly with this scene where Jimmy Olsen does like a Red Bull space jump, but he's given the wrong the wrong injection of shit and turns into a giant turtle man on his way down, and then crashes into a giant statue of a lion. It's great.
Nice.
Anyway, it's a great comic. Highly recommend it. One of the best new things DC has put out because it's just so fucking out there and is allowed to live and be its own thing. Art's great too.
Isn't the art style is more like the classic?
It's like tries to look a little bit classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Yeah.
What do you got, Ian?
Couple of things.
Okay.
I played some Valorant this week.
How do you feel about it?
Still good.
All right, cool.
Fucking hate people.
All right.
No, like, we play them. It's just every single fucking time we play that game. I'm sitting in my Discord. We're playing. It's a good time. And it's just like, because it's me, the two guys I'm playing with, and then like someone else is just sitting in the corner, probably watching one of our streams.
Yeah.
That's me in the spot. Light. Dying on B site again. Can one of you please rotate and help me? They're pushing every time. I don't know why we're stacking A. Jesus Christ, please come to B site. Yeah, so then
but Ian, like A comes before B.
Fuck off. We're sitting, I'm playing, I'm doing well, and then like 30,000, we're like halfway through the game, and then 30 people join the fucking Discord and start talking about like, this is what happened during my day, and I just mute myself every fucking time. Because I don't care. I'm playing this team-based game. I need to hear it. So anyways,
yeah, I feel you.
I'm tired of playing with those people.
Then don't.
I'm still going to.
Then don't complain about it.
All right, so then I'm just going to do another one because that one was short.
Sure.
I got around to fighting Alatreon in Monster Hunter World. I hate that monster with every fiber of my fucking being.
Is that the new one that they just put out?
Not just, but it's the most recent one.
Is that the one we watched the trailer for the other day? Or
no, that doesn't come out until October 1st.
Oh,
I was doing the fight with Anthony. If they change that fucking Fatalis to have a DPS check, I'm going to kill myself before it kills me with instant kills. Alatreon has this fucking thing where you have to bring in the right damage weapon to like outpace him, like his damage. So if he's fire, you need to bring in ice. If he's ice, you need to bring in fire. To like at the beginning, because you can't change your weapon at all. And what you got to do is you got to do so much elemental damage to him that he falls over on his butt and goes, "Owie, you gave me brain freeze." And if you don't do it at least twice, like knock it down in like the first 5 minutes of the fight, you die. It's unstoppable. It is, but it's like some limit break shit, pretty much.
Damn.
To keep yourself alive. So
I bet they're gonna make Fatalis really hard though.
I'm fine with it being really hard, but if I get one shot when I have max level armor and the best fucking possible weapon I could have.
Anytime anything one shots you in a game is pretty bullshit.
Yeah.
Unless you can come back like right away. You know what I mean?
If it does like 140 health when like the max health you can get without gems is 150, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
But if it's like it does 500 damage in this one really hard to dodge hit,
or make it, if you're gonna have it be one shot, it should be ridiculously easy to dodge.
Not ridiculously easy, because then it's just like that's like some Dark Souls shit of just like, let me slightly walk to the right.
Yeah.
But like enough where it's like I got to do my Superman dodge, which is this specific dodge in Monster Hunter where you can only do it when you're running away from the monster, and there's a slight visual hint that when you can do it where your character will like stumble on their leg a bit, and then if you do your dodge, you like do this full on like like jump out and
you jump forward. I've seen this.
It has the entire time from when you leave the ground to when you fully stand up, you have iframes.
Damn.
So it's like, it's a mechanic to use it. There is moves that will still go past it, like Behemoth's Ecliptic Meteor.
Yes.
But that's the point of Ecliptic Meteor. But Ecliptic Meteor has this thing where while you're fighting Behemoth, he summons a bunch of spells. And he does his insta-kill whenever he goes to the next zone. It's literally a progress marker.
Yeah.
The last time he does it, he dies. So it's like, cool. It's like a good thing to see it happening. But what he does is he drops these comets into the map, and you have to keep him away from the comets after he drops them, because when Ecliptic Meteor comes down, you run over to hide behind them. So that's a good one-shot kill mechanic. There is an obvious way to get around it. They did the same thing with Safi Jiva. Similar way where it does this really cool like thing where it just flies above the center of the arena, it charges, and then the sound cuts out right before it impacts, and then big boom. Looks sick. But anyways,
I just had a great idea for how to do one-shot kills that are super fair.
okay, hit me.
So you have them be dodgeable pretty easy, obviously. Like you want them to be pretty easy to get out of the way of. Always.
You keep saying pretty easy, but pretty easy to me means like moving to the right.
Or highly telegraphed and obvious how to get out of the way.
That's what I prefer.
Highly telegraphed, obvious where you need to not be.
Yeah.
Like, obvious.
Yes, with game sense.
And secondly, here's a good concept. If it's the first time you've seen that enemy do the move, it doesn't one-shot you. It leaves you with just one health left.
That's a bit too story-based for Monster Hunter. And
I'm not talking about story-based. I'm talking about if it's the first time you've encountered this enemy doing this move.
But what I'm saying is that's very scripted.
It's not script. No. I'm not saying scripted. I mean, you just literally do a check. It's like, has this person seen this enemy type do this move before? Y/N. And if it's Y, the fucking enemy kills you one shot. And if you've never seen it before, it leaves you with 1 pixel of health.
Yeah. I get where you're coming from. I don't hate the idea, and I just know they would never do it.
Because here's the thing. In Halo 1, the first time you see somebody with an energy sword, they just kill you right away and you die, and that's it. You're done.
That's the difference between Halo 1 and Monster Hunter. Halo 1, it sets you back, and then you have to play like 5 minutes of the game again.
And you're like, God damn it,
Monster
I hate
Hunter,
this game.
You have 3 carts for every mission. If you get carted by the ultimate, you just know that I can't survive that attack, and on your next life, that literally, you don't lose any progress. You just run back at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's just...
I just kind of meant globally across all video games about this rule.
I just think it's just not worth the effort. If you put it for like Halo, just put a checkpoint right before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be better. Because then when you first encounter a fucking brute hammer or like the energy sword in Halo, you're like, great, thanks. Let me go play through 10 minutes of the fucking level again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that sucks. So put checkpoints right before. Also, just put checkpoints before hard sections. I don't know why I have to do this 5-minute run up. Dark Souls.
Yeah. Just put checkpoints everywhere.
Let me fucking place my own checkpoints. Let me press, like in RPGs and shit.
Quick save?
Yeah, I can just quick save.
I don't like that because I always forget to do that shit.
Same, but like it's at least putting it somewhere in my control. Like it's
at the very least, designate spots for them and don't make them like super unobvious. Anyway, let's what?
You know how like right in Devil May Cry, right before you get to a boss or like a boss, the statue's there. That's like that's a quick save. There's checkpoints throughout the level, but that's like the quick save.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put in like bonfires, put in interactables. Like
there's also checkpoints in Devil May Cry, but neither of us use them because we're good.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that all the other things, you just fight through the level. If you happen to die, you just go right back before the encounter. Mm-hmm. But you know for a fact that when you see the fucking golden statue or when you see a telephone booth, you know you're about to fight a boss.
Yeah.
So that's where the checkpoint is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways.
So that's what you have about Monster Hunter?
Yeah. I hate that monster. I literally don't think I don't think we'll ever beat it because it sucks to fight.
But then you're still gonna play when Fatalis comes out, though,
Yeah,
right?
but I'm not gonna I'm not losing anything by not having Alatreon's armor because Safi Jiva stuff is still the best.
Yeah.
I think.
And when you do Fatalis, you're actually technically in a different continent than regular. Both Iceborne and regular Monster
It's
Hunter.
probably just like an island, like there's because I think on the map there's still one small section that's. Not
Well, I
taken.
think you're going back to where you guys came from in the opening cutscene.
From the opening cutscene, it was like going from Europe to America.
Yeah, so I think you're going back to Europe.
Yeah. Who knows? I'm just gonna look up a Monster Hunter World like Charge Blade build current, see if it tells me I need that shit.
All right, and while you do that, I'm going to talk about the second thing in my week.
Go for it.
I watched the first 4 episodes of The Great Pretender on Netflix.
I don't know what that is.
It's a new anime.
Oh yeah, that one.
It's really sick. It's really cool. I think I'd recommend this to anybody who is like, my favorite episodes of Cowboy Bebop are the funnier ones. If you're like that, that's what this show is. It's like Cowboy Bebop, but more comedic, a little less dramatic. You know what I mean? A little less emotional. There's still some,
Yeah.
but more comedy focused. It's a fun show. Lots of people like having to deal with each other. There's crime happening. It's like a con man show. We're doing scams. So the first 5 episodes, they're trying to do a scam on this like Los Angeles like producer who's a drug kingpin. They're trying to pop a scam on him by selling him fake drugs. It's cool. It's a fun bit. It is a fun show, and it's good. And the animation and like the art is all really fucking nice. The direction, the camera angles.
This is some nonsense.
What?
I'm looking at builds, and I was right. Alatreon is not needed,
Okay.
but for the defensive Alatreon stuff, it says to use the Safi set. The Safi set literally has self HP drain
Yeah.
for increased damage. No, you have to hit like 5 attacks in a row, like no missing, to regain the health you lose. Just why? There's better things to use.
Good.
All right, so first 4 episodes. If you like the fun Cowboy Bebop episodes, you'd like this show.
Yeah. Like, it's a really fun show. I'd highly recommend it. Visually nice. The end credits song is the song Great Pretender by Freddie Mercury. So never skip the end credits. You know how it is.
Maybe
It's Freddie fucking Mercury.
maybe skip the end credit.
Maybe don't.
Maybe I could.
Maybe you shouldn't.
I skip the end credits of JoJo all the time.
How fucking...
Look, I'm not in the mood to get horny.
Anytime I need to see your face, I just hold my
No, okay. When I was watching, I watched part 4 as it was coming out because I enjoyed it a lot more.
Yeah.
So I did watch the end credits, but for part 5, I kind of binged my way through it,
Yeah.
and also that song is not as good as the other one.
I like that song a lot.
They changed that song in the second part.
Every time I close my eyes, I wake up feeling so horny.
Yeah, that's
Freaking you.
it's a weird choice.
It's a great song.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hope part 6 uses fucking Jamiroquai, that one song that he does.
I don't know.
Forget the song now. Fuck.
I just wish more musicians were JoJo fans so that they could just be like, yeah, put my music in there.
Yeah.
Like, I can't wait till what they... Do you think...
Flaccid Pancake, yes.
No, Foo Fighter.
Foo Fighter.
Do you think they're just going to call it, like, add an L and say it's Fool Fighter? Fool Warrior?
That's a good question. No, they're just going to say FF.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they did.
Final Fantasy?
That's what they did in All-Star Battle.
Oh, did they?
They just called the character FF.
What's Jolene's stand? Stone Free.
Stone Free, which they just call Stone Ocean as well. In
All-Star Battle.
In All-Star Battle and whatever the other one's called.
Okay. I can't remember any of the other stands for part 6.
Flaccid Pancake.
White Horse.
Yeah, White Horse. Or no, wait. Yeah.
Call it Pale Horse or something. Actually, I think that's something else.
Dragon Dreams. Which is like the weird one with the bouncing
one?
the bullets.
Oh. Is White Horse also have the ability to do discs, or does Poochie have two stands?
Poochie has two stands.
Why did just everyone like?
No, because he's sorry. It's White Horse. It's and then it becomes Made in Heaven, right?
I think Made in Heaven is just like a thing, like because the thing with the last game, Eyes of Heaven.
Yeah.
It was that when Dio like got the 36 souls.
The chapter title of the story sequence where he gets Made in Heaven is called Stairway to Heaven. Because it's like that's the reference, but Made in Heaven is also a song that exists.
Just gonna look up Made in Heaven.
What else are the big ones in that one? Oh fuck, dude! If they do part 6, how are they gonna do the part where all the fucking ads and licensed characters come to life? Literally, Spider-Man is in that, and Mickey Mouse.
Or also, do you think
they drive past Disneyland?
You know what would be fucking funny?
Yeah.
If the scene where Jolene spoils the Sixth Sense for people
is in there and they use an actual clip from the movie.
They just use a clip from the movie. They don't reanimate it. It's just literally Bruce Willis.
It's live action. Like they've cut out the TV and they put the just green screened in the movie.
Yeah. Wasn't someone trying to sell Crunchyroll?
Sony.
I think Sony.
No, Sony was trying to buy it.
I think it was that AT&T who I think owns
AT&T
Crunchyroll
owns Crunchyroll.
was just like, yo, please Sony take this off our hands.
Because Sony owns Funimation.
Yeah. Just combine it. Make it one fuck. But let's just
and
rebrand
Crackle.
Crunchyroll's website as Funimation and put it all together. And then let's have Funimation's website go away because it sucks.
Yeah. You know it would be the opposite, though.
Yeah.
You know that's what would happen. At least Funimation fucking pays their fucking employees.
Well, Crunchyroll pays their employees too. They don't pay their freelancers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Made in Heaven is a metamorphosis of two stands.
Yeah.
It's White Snake and Sea Moon.
I knew it was White Snake. You kept saying White Horse, and I was like, isn't it White Snake? I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, also Sea Moon.
Oh, yeah. That's his second stand.
Yeah. But then they become one stand and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the weird dream one where they're all sleeping. I forget what that stand's called. What's Guess's stand?
I have no idea. I have not read
the one that
part
makes
6.
people small. Makes Jolene small, and then she wears a mouse's skin to look like a mouse.
Nice. Does Emporio not have a stand? Oh, he does. He has Burning Down the House. Oh, he also gets Weather Report for a bit.
Yeah. Weather Report's sick. Yeah, no, Emporio, it's burning down the house, but really it's that he can just move around within the jail through, like, holes that only he can see.
Isn't he also, like, kind of fucking... Like, Emporio, like, his mom died in the... he was, like, giving...
Yeah, that's why.
Like,
his mom gave birth to him in prison.
Yeah, and she's dead.
Yeah.
Weather Report's a cool stand.
Weather Report's cool. Snail thing is cool.
I like that Weather Report stand is also the user is Weather Report.
Yeah, it's Weather Report is Weather Report.
Yeah.
Weather Report. Who else is cool in that part? Obviously, FF is also FF.
Oh yeah, she is. Or it is.
It is. They are.
They are. Yeah. What is fucking her boyfriend's stand?
Oh, I forget what it's called.
Supposed to be her girlfriend.
Yeah.
I love that. He was like, "Fuck you! You're not gonna change the character design."
Yep. Looks the same. It's just a guy now.
Wearing like fucking like a fishnet top with a fucking pink mini skirt and like thigh high white boots. With like he literally just looks like he looks like a fucking JoJo character, like a man. So he's ripped as shit, but he's wearing like he's in drag pretty much.
He's like totally wearing women's clothing, which is great.
And also,
I love part 6. Honestly, I know people are like, part 6 sucks. I'm like, yo, it's sick.
I think it's because part 6 starts as like Jolene is not like the rest of them.
I think it's like one of those things where people hate Legend of Korra because Aang was a bad dad, and it's like, fucking Aang was a bad dad. So was Jotaro.
Jotaro.
Like, They're shitty. That just because they're good at some things doesn't mean they're good at everything.
Just because you saw them really do some cool shit as a child?
Jotaro clearly has fucking mommy issues, and people with mommy issues are sociopaths. All of them.
I would say Jotaro has daddy issues.
He's got both.
Yeah. My favorite thing about the JoJo shit posting group is every once in a while you'll get like
JoJo wants to fuck dolphins.
No, it'll be like that, but there will also be like a meme of being like Holly Kujo fighting for her life, Sato Kujo like somewhere off in America, just tooting on his horn because he's in like a jazz band.
He's a jazzy as shit.
I don't know how they're. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say I don't know how they're so rich, but Speedwagon Foundation and her dad is Donald Trump.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Except slightly less racist.
Just as sexist, but less racist.
Slightly.
He had a black friend.
I'll never forgive the Japanese.
Yeah. Well, that was because they stole... his daughter fell in love with a Japanese man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty racist.
Yeah. My filthy half-breed grandson. I'm not even going to teach him Hamon.
Yeah.
I'm sure it would have made killing Dio a lot easier if he channeled it through his stand, like how he can do that with Hermit Purple, but whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, cheating on his wife.
I think someone was like, why didn't Jotaro learn Hamon? And he's like, because he smokes cigarettes. He doesn't have the lung capacity because he started smoking.
But he can breathe for so long underwater. Do you remember that part where he breathes for
where he fights the shark?
Yeah.
Also, for some reason, they gave like that girl.
Yeah.
She's like 11.
The girl who wants to bang Jotaro? Isn't she 16?
No, she's like 11 originally, but they gave her cake for some reason. Like, there's just a fucking scene where she's like naked and you can see her ass, and I'm like, that's way too much
with
ass
the gorilla?
for a child. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that gorilla as well. Also, was that just a gorilla? Like, I can't remember if it was a man in a gorilla suit or if it was just...
He's a gorilla.
Yeah.
He's just a smart gorilla with a stand.
Yeah. Also, another meme of like
Holly
not being able to fucking handle her stand.
Not being able to handle her stand.
Then,
a literal baby.
But also a rat.
A rat. Two rats.
Yeah, 2 rats get to share the same stand. In part 8, an entire street.
It's Danny the Street.
Was that the name of this? Did you read part 8?
No, that's a reference to something that I'm not going to say because it's from something that you might check out.
Okay, maybe. That's a fucking dumb... I hate the backstory on that one. It's one of the, like, for that street, it's pretty much like the post story from 7.
Yeah.
Fucking Johnny Joestar's there. He dies on that street. His body goes underneath, and then the body eats, like, his DNA, like, the trees around, and then they develop a stand.
Damn.
And I'm like, that's stupid, and I wish you didn't kill him there.
Well, he wouldn't be alive in part.
No, I know, but it's
anyway.
like, you know how you finish a fucking a show,
yeah,
and then they're like, now here's the epilogue series, and then the epilogue series, the character you enjoyed from the original show just gets jobbed super hard.
Yeah,
it was like that. It's like, why I don't want to. I will. If Naruto dies in Boruto, Boruto stops existing to me. Like,
why he has to die? Part of growing up is seeing your parents die.
Yeah. When you're old, not when your dad's 36.
Yeah, but also, like, at some point they're gonna fucking do it because it's gonna make people sad.
But the difference is it's like...
It's good. It's just like...
No, it's traumatizing for a child when it's like, oh, I saw my dad get murdered in front of me when I was fucking 14.
And do you know what makes great for stories? Trauma.
It's already a bad story because it's like there's been
I'm not trying to defend Boruto as being good. I'm saying... inherently that is the draw.
Look, if I grew up watching Dragon Ball, like if I was alive while Dragon Ball was on TV, and also we got the same, like, I
mean, we got Dragon Ball like about after.
No, I know, but like I watched Dragon Ball Z before I watched Dragon Ball because it aired. Dragon Ball Z aired here first.
Yeah, and then also, like Dragon Ball started partway through Dragon Ball Z airing.
Yeah, and then also you had to watch an episode of Dragon Ball Z, and then it came on next.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and I didn't watch Dragon Ball till like I was like watching it on my computer like when I was like 16.
You would have been pissed when they killed whichever character?
Killed Goku. Like, obviously he comes back. They've
But,
set it up that he can come
Yeah,
back.
so
but-
you've admitted right away that, oh, actually the complaint is unreasonable.
No, because if he did stay dead, I would just hate it. Actually, not really, because Goku
Sokka's
doesn't
dead
go
in
through a
Legend
lot
of Korra. It's still a good show.
That's different. Sokka would have died. My thing is, if you die of old age, I don't care. If you get murdered
Sokka
in
was
front of your
murdered.
child,
Let's be real. Sokka was murdered.
yeah, for fucking every housewife in Republic City, because that
Yeah.
man is a stud.
Yeah.
That man
Because
was
he's
out
the
here.
only one of him and Aang are the only ones who died. So, and Aang was too old. He was 100 years older than he should have been.
But Kyoshi lived to be like 300.
Yeah.
So Aang dying at like 166.
Fine. Aang was probably also murdered. They were probably both murdered.
I'm just gonna say Aang died of some other nonsense.
Aang got regular cancer.
Aang didn't have enough. Aang didn't get enough protein because it was all vegetarian diet.
You're right.
Do you think the Korra's kid, Aang and Katara's kids, have ever eaten meat? Like, you think in an act
Boomy
of
has.
rebellion, Boomy definitely has.
Boomy has, because he's the problem child.
It's only the problem child because he's the middle child born without bending.
He did it as a middle finger to
his
both of them.
fucking dad, yeah.
Yeah. He definitely, you know what? He definitely only eats meat. He's Jordan Peterson.
And his Boomy has a secret daughter going on Joe Rogan of the Avatar world, talking about like, yeah, he was dying and now he's perfectly fine. And then we also haven't heard from Jordan Peterson in like 2 years.
He's still in the coma.
No,
He
he's-
went into a coma at the beginning of this year, and he's still in it.
Oh, at the beginning of this year, but like from the year before that,
Oh.
he was like out. He like wasn't doing things anymore.
yeah,
His daughter
it was like for 6 months he hasn't been.
I think his daughter got COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she went jet setting to parties.
The Rock got COVID.
Yeah, his whole family did.
Yeah, but they recovered.
Fucking Robert Pattinson got COVID 2 weeks after starting shooting the Batman. 'Cause
Yeah.
maybe we should be shooting movies yet, guys.
Yeah, I know. Like everything's gonna suck for like entertainment wise, except for video games. It's gonna suck for like 2 years post this
Yeah.
because everything's paused. But honestly, I'd rather have my favorite people and even people I don't like, except for Donald Trump and his family. Mm-hmm. Not the young one. I feel like he can still
Barron?
get turned around.
Yeah.
But because he's also a child, I don't wish death upon children.
We could fix Baron.
Except unless you're 17, then you're close enough. Talking about that Kyle dude.
Well, listen, he doesn't need to get COVID. He should be in jail.
Yeah, except instead he's in juvie.
He's only in juvie until before his court date. They're going to try him as an adult. He did murder.
I don't know how the American justice system works. Anyways,
Do you remember that fucking Family Guy joke where it's like,
no, but one second. I just don't. I don't
Okay.
wish death upon anyone.
Yeah.
Because it's not cool to do unless you're a
fascist.
racist, a fascist. Yeah.
no, but the Family Guy joke was now this young boy who did this shooting, the court has decided to try him as a black adult.
Yeah, I remember that bit.
And it's like all of the drawings in the court stenography and in all of the depictions, he's gonna be depicted as a black adult man.
Yeah.
That's such a fucking bad. That's the kind of the best Family Guy joke, maybe, because the POV isn't bad. The POV of that joke is good.
There's good Family Guy jokes. It's just it's like Family Guy's still filled with awful shit where it's like, Peter, our son Brian Griffin has been hit by a car and he's dead. Like, all right, yeah, that's funny, hilarious. Also, let's make jokes about the baby being gay.
Yeah,
I'm cracking up here.
that's what I mean. Like the Family Guy jokes are frequently from bad POVs. Or how about an episode where somebody vomits a bunch about their parent being trans? Remember that episode, Ian?
What?
Or sorry, somebody vomits a bunch for their partner being trans, and somebody gets pissed off that their parent is trans.
That makes sense.
That's an episode.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about something else. Was that your go? You were talking about Naruto?
I could talk about Naruto nonstop.
No. Hold on. What was the thing you were talking about doing? That you were talking that was like We were talking about JoJo. Why were we talking about JoJo? How'd we get there?
Where I just said the localization of Foo Fighter.
But how did we get there?
What were you talking about before?
Great Pretender, the end credits.
Yeah,
So you didn't get to do yours.
I also didn't really let you finish.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it's a good show.
It's great.
I don't know.
I think you'd like it.
Maybe.
The dub's really good.
I only watch slice of life anime. But also, there's like one good Japanese like comedy anime.
And it's
Konosuba.
Oh.
So I was watching Uzaki. I'm gonna watch it because I'm like more than halfway through. Like I'm on like episode 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, whatever, I'll fucking finish it. But like I started reading the manga at work. There is some good shit in the manga, but that's because I get to read it at my own pace.
Yeah.
I don't have to hear the long pauses and also have the vocalization of we're making a scene in public, like sort of shit. That's just like, oh, this is cringe and not that funny. Like there's a joke where she gets too drunk and she throws up on his futon, and so she comes up to give him money that her mom gave her, and he's like a scarier looking dude, you know that trope.
Mm-hmm.
So they think he's like some yakuza extorting this child, and I'm just like, yeah, this joke was good for the first section, for like the first.
See, the
10
problem
seconds.
is the pitch of the show is boring.
Yeah, because it's a slice of life anime.
But it's not even like a slice of life. If it was literally just like, yeah, this is a story about two college kids that wind up falling in love and, moving in together. That's an interesting show. You could just pitch me that, and I'm
it's
not
not even
sure.
that interesting. It's about what you do with the characters.
That could be entertaining, just flat. The second it's like, and she has a face, and she's short, and she looks like a kid, except she's got big boobs. I'm like, the show is bad now. You have turned a show that could be cool into a bad show.
But I didn't have to pitch it like that. I could have just left it with the other part.
But that's the plot of the fucking show, and every joke is based off of that.
No, the fan service stuff of, look, he grabbed her titty by accident. Because that's just what they do with that shit. And also they comment on things about other people's bodies all the time, like that's an okay thing to do, but that's Japan's culture of sexism.
In The Great Pretender, the main character gets called a stupid virgin.
That's also a thing.
No, it's an American, or it's a Middle Eastern character calling him that. No, they're in America.
Yes, I know, but it's written by a Japanese man.
Yeah, but it's done in a way where it feels very American, that characters in Japanese stuff, I'm like, wow, this show is mean. Like,
yeah, no, so
in a way that Japanese people
I would
aren't.
say, if I was really, without describing the characters for Uzaki, I would say it's about a boy and a girl, or a man and a woman, because they're adults.
Yeah, sure.
Who go to college together, and he's a loner, and she just wants to hang out with him all the time because she likes him. And then they fall in love and shit. But at the point where I'm at in the manga is like that shit where her whole family found out about her senpai she likes. And
wait, he's her. I thought they were the same age.
No, he's like a year older.
Oh.
They were like in high school. He was in the second year. She was in the first, and he was the only reason why she stuck around in the club that he was in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So then when she goes to college, she goes to the same college as him or university, whatever. And she starts bothering him all the time because she thinks he doesn't have any friends. Until his one friend he has actually shows up, and she goes like, "What? People like you?" Yeah, so, but it's like, her family knows there's a guy she likes. Her mom's met him. And then her dad finds out, and her dad is just like furious that that she likes a boy. But then she's like, why aren't you mad that there's a guy who likes her? And he's like, who wouldn't like my daughter? She's cute as fuck! But then like the whole thing is that the dad...
Have they started actual dating yet in the manga?
No. It's 50 chapters, but this is just how manga works.
That's why I hate it.
Yeah, go read like fucking a different one then if you were looking for something.
No, I don't actually want to watch it. I don't actually. The closest I've ever enjoyed to something like that is Love Chunbyo and Other Delusions.
Oh man, I hate that show. Because they're dating.
Yeah,
but they make like zero progress.
You're talking about season 2 mostly. I
think in season 3, don't they also not make progress?
I haven't watched. There's no season 3.
Isn't there?
No.
Oh, I think there's a spin-off show.
No, there was a movie, I think.
I think there's a spin-off season.
Okay, well,
I'm not going to look it up.
I only watched the first 2 seasons. I liked season 1 a lot. Season 2 had a different writer.
Yeah.
So
at least it's not like
throw it out
fucking
the fucking
Comey,
window.
where Comey's like 260 chapters deep, and then 200 chapters in, they were like, "Here's a love triangle." It's like, no,
Yeah, the one that people like is like
you didn't have to do that.
people tell me is really good is what is it, Kaguya-sama?
Love is War.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're still not together in the manga.
No, but that's a show that's about that and cashes in on that concept.
They both have a belief that like the person who asks the other one out is the loser.
Is the loser.
They're the beta in the relationship.
Yeah, so it's zeroed in. Both of them know the other one likes them. They are basically dating. They've just decided to not.
I don't think they know. I think it's like one of those things where it's like everyone around them is like just says like, you guys like each other, and they're like, no, you're a plot, you're a ploy to make me go ask the other person out. Yeah. But I don't know. That's a good show. I like the first season. I have no interest in watching the second because I feel like it's just going to be the same bit over and over again.
I've never seen the show. I've just like, that's the one that I would watch of the one where they don't date
Also
because it's a more interesting pitch.
Has a fun opening where like they really play with like the war aspect of like them actually like holding guns at each other.
That's awesome.
But it sound like the guns are like pink. So and then like
when they shoot it says like Daisuke.
Well, you don't hear that because it's not like a JoJo opening where the final one has sound effects. But like it's this, like it sounds like a James Bond opening. It's the opening's a banger is what I'm saying. What other weird manga did I read? I read a lot of trash.
I'm still reading Gundam the Origin and watching the original Gundam.
But like when I'm at work, I just kind of like look through the latest and go like, what's this? What's up? No. Bad.
Read Gundam the Origin.
Click.
It's real good.
Bad. Let me read 50 chapters of it.
Yeah.
Okay, but the thing with Uzaki, just let me finish this, is that the family knows about the guy she likes, but then her dad is like a personal trainer at a gym, and the dude, the senpai, is working out at the gym, and he like goes to the gym and he like vents to the guy that his daughter likes. So I'm just fucking like fiending for the chapter to come out.
Where do they both figure out it's the other guy?
Yeah, well, where he kind of like walks in and they go like, "Oh, you're Uzaki's dad," and he's like, "You motherfucker, you're the one." Yeah, It's a good build up.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Tony Hawk?
I could still go on about other things. Little things.
Like?
I tried to start playing Dragon Age Inquisition again.
I saw that on your Steam. I was like, I wonder if Ian's played any more of Batman Arkham Asylum, because I'd love to talk about that game with him. And then I'm like, okay, Dragon Age, some other bullshit. Oh, he still only has 90 minutes in fucking Batman? Great.
Hey man, I've been depressed. Leave me alone.
Batman.
Yeah, so I was like, maybe let's go play Dragon Age Inquisition.
That game's great.
It controls like ass.
Mouse and keyboard or?
Mouse and keyboard.
Controls fine on controller.
What?
Controls fine on controller.
Yeah, but I just wanted to try it out on keyboard and mouse. It's not bad, but
it's like trying to play Mass
things.
Effect on keyboard and mouse. It's like, I'm sure it
Mass
works.
Effect works a lot better on keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm sure it works, but it's not. It's meant to be on the other.
Yeah,
you
it's just which is weird because BioWare used to be like a predominant like PC developer.
Yeah,
and then Mass Effect 1 is pretty good on controller, just has bad shooting.
Yeah,
but so does Mass Effect 1 in general. Like the gun physics, just shit. Then Mass Effect 2, they were like, they streamlined it for the consoles, but then every fucking button, like every action button, is relegated to the space bar. So Inquisition controls kind of like an MMO, and I'm used to that, so it's not bad. But to pick up loot, you have to get close enough that a circle appears over it, and then right-click on the spot. Not left-click, because if you left-click, you start auto-attacking. And it's just like, oh man, rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I went and played Final Fantasy 14 because I'm like, whatever, if I'm playing an MMO, might as well play one that I'm trying to make progress in and have like a bunch already. I've made no progress. Because
I'd like to play that game, but
I got
I
to
also
the
kind of
same kind of quest again, just like the one I was complaining about last week. And I'm like, God, can I just like... This is why World of Warcraft streamlined this shit so that everything was like wall of text that you got in one thing that you could easily skip and then just go kill like 10 things.
It's an hour and a half.
Yeah, so like, just let me go fucking kill things. And I tried to actually play it on controller. The combat is fine when I have the target already selected. When I have to switch between multiple targets, I want to kill myself.
Yeah, I heard FF14's quite good on controller.
Yeah, but it's like you press X to accept a target, but it will accept a friendly target if they're closer. And I play a tank.
Ooh.
I need to like look at fucking actual enemies and like choose them. So I think I'm gonna have to play that game on keyboard and mouse. Because that's just if I played it from the beginning, I'd probably be used to it, but I'm too late in the game now. All right.
Have you seen the Ivalice stuff?
Ivalice?
Yeah.
The Ivalice trigger?
No, Ivalice.
Ivalice?
Ivalice?
No, I'm like level 30 still.
Okay. That's the FF12 shit / Final Fantasy Tactics shit.
Like it's one of those things where like the content is so shit and I don't care that I understand.
Which sucks because
people.
I've heard so many people are like FF14 is the best MMO.
But it's like there's just so much. It might be later on, but right now it's like everything's a wall of text and I'm literally walking back and forth between people. The best thing about the game is that you don't have to do any of. You can go straight through the main story. All the shit on the side is extra, which is great for when you're coming back and you're like trying to level up a different class. Mm-hmm. But I'm just trying. I did a bunch of it. I was over leveled for a lot of the main story content, and since like level 26, I've been trying to just be like only doing main story stuff again.
Yeah.
But I'm still too fucking strong.
Ian, just need to get through it so you can tell me what happens in the near shit. Because I can't play MMOs. They're not fun.
See, that's what I'm saying though. Is it's like if this is how the fucking first game what is it called? A Realm Reborn is. Maybe it just might be worth it to just fucking upgrade so I could go play like the higher level expansion shits.
Yeah.
Like,
because I've heard Heaven's Ward is really good, which is like the first expansion.
I think the second one wasn't great, but it's okay. Like, it's playable. And then Shadowbringers was good.
Yeah, I think there's like a couple more in there. But yeah,
I think there's only 3. I think it's well. There's Final Fantasy 1.0, which is gone.
Yeah,
there's a Realm Reborn.
Yeah,
Heaven's Ward.
Yep.
The next one,
and then Shadowbringers.
Shadowbringers is like a real like the way they do their expansions though.
Yeah.
Unlike WoW, where WoW pushes out everything so fast.
Yeah.
And like actually begs for so much of your time. This is literally like you play for 3 weeks and then you have 6 months off until the next expansion, which is good. So.
And then there's the free updates, like the near shit.
But it's free, but you need the expansion.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
Well, it's like the title updates from Monster Hunter Iceborne.
There's been 3 FF14 near raids, right?
2.
2?
The second one's called like the Puppet Bunker or something.
Yeah.
The first one is everyone fiended for because characters don't have a lot of ass.
Yeah.
But if you got the part that gave you 2B's ass, you could wear other things over it so you didn't have to have like 2B's legs.
Yeah.
But then it gave you cake. And it works for the men as well.
Yes.
So people were like, I need it. Because once you get it once, you can glamour it. So you don't have to keep using it.
And it's canon. Just like every piece of near side story, it's canon.
Yeah.
And the second one's called the Puppet's Bunker because it's the bunker that it crashed. Remember at the beginning of playthrough 3 and the bunker crashes?
Sure.
Yeah. Do you remember the bunker crash?
Is it that? I thought it was a different bunker.
It's one of them.
Okay. Also, tweet I saw today.
Yeah.
It was, name a better soundtrack than this game.
I also responded to that.
I didn't see you responded to it.
I didn't quote retweet it. I just replied.
Weird that I didn't see it at all.
It was The Last of Us part, the first one.
Yeah. And then I saw a real crux is saying Smash Brothers. Because it's not fair.
Well, it's not.
That's like saying fucking PlayStation
There's
All-Stars
like
Battle
2
Royale.
fucking original songs in Smash.
Well, there's a bunch of remixes.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like none of Smash's music is Smash's except for like the openings.
Yeah, if we only count music for Smash Bros, it's okay.
Yeah.
But like, I saw the long list I saw, and I was just like, you didn't even fucking put Nier in there.
Yeah, Nier.
Like Auto Tomato. Come
Anything
on.
fucking Keiichi Okabe does.
Okay, if it does, here's the clarification: the soundtrack. Does it have to be made for the game, or does it have to be picked for the game?
I'm saying
like,
people
could
say
I
the word
say Tony Hawk Pro Skater?
People say the word soundtrack. I'm talking score.
Score?
Yeah.
Okay, so not Tony Hawk.
Not Tony Hawk. No licensed music, which also means kind of Red.
What if it was like a cover made for the game? Because doesn't Joel sing like a song that already exists, but it's like Troy Baker covering it?
You're thinking of BioShock Infinite. and he
Doesn't they do that in 2 as well? Like the song Ellie's learning is like...
Yeah, no, yeah. And you can play any song. But yeah, it's Ellie sings a regular song.
Yeah.
But he's not talking about 2. He's talking about Last of Us 1, where there is no licensed music.
Yeah.
It's just the Gustavo Santiola music.
Sorolla.
Yeah, but I think the music in Last of Us is great. Obviously, the most famous thing is the leitmotif of the guitar. The notes, the...
Oh, okay. Actually, the tweet just came up.
Yeah.
Name a game with a better, more memorable soundtrack. The guy, this is the Nintendo fanboy, obviously, because it's under Smash Bros.
Uh-huh.
Every Xenoblade game.
No.
Chrono Trigger.
Yes.
Doom.
Nah, fuck it.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Any Persona game.
Sure.
Any Smash Bros. game. See, this is what I'm saying. It doesn't count. It's like me saying Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
Yeah.
Or any Tony Hawk game. Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Not better than... Okay, they're going for 2 different things. Last of Us, I think, has fantastic music. Just not... It's not top tier. It's, like, good.
But that's what they're saying, is that...
Fucking Ocarina of Time does not have top tier music. It's all, like, blooped out.
What are you talking about? Ocarina of Time is the best game of all time.
Like, the fucking music in Ocarina of Time isn't even made with fucking
Zelda, Twilight Princess, Zelda, Wind Waker.
Zelda music's fine. Like, not bad. I'm not saying Zelda music's
Anyways,
bad.
Devil May Cry 5.
I don't even know if that... I guess it counts.
Did you disagree with Doom?
I haven't played Doom, and also I don't care about Doom's soundtrack.
All right.
I don't like that kind of music.
Any Mega Man game.
Fuck, Mega Man's so great. But they fucking...
Pokemon
Last of Us,
Gen 5
the
music.
tone of Last of Us' story does not lend itself to having, like, kicking music. Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't need to have kicking music. It's like saying... But they're just saying the best soundtrack. They're not saying it's like the most fitting soundtrack. They're saying the best.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't... It doesn't feel fair in some
I fucking
ways.
like Devil May Cry D Little MC soundtrack more than Last of Us's.
I disagree.
That's fine. That shit slaps for me. All right, we could talk about Tony Hawk now.
So I put The Last of Us has great score, but it's nowhere near as good as stuff like Nier and Nier Automata, Persona 3 to 5, Shadow of the Colossus, and most Final Fantasies.
Because Tony Hawk's Pro Skater has a bunch of licensed music in it.
Yeah.
This guy, he tried to put up a VOD of his launch day playthrough of THPS 1+2.
Copyright strike?
Massive copyright strikes.
Of course it does.
Which honestly, should have seen it coming. Like,
turn the music off. It's in the fucking option somewhere.
There's people when they play fucking like GTA 5, just turn the music straight off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you want to hear it sometimes, but sucks, bro.
Well, there's an option in... I forget what game it is to turn off licensed music. Oh, fucking Life is Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for the second one, they have an option to turn off licensed music.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Death Stranding has a lot of music like that, but you can tweet at the people who make that game, and they will take off copyright strikes. Because they like give a shit.
It's like a new level of
the
like
music
shit
in
that
Death Stranding's so good. Death Stranding has better fucking music than Persona.
All right,
or
cool.
sorry, than fucking Last of Us.
Would you say it had better music than Persona?
Well, that's the thing. Death Stranding has original music and licensed music also from bands.
Okay.
Like, there's an original Church's song in Death Stranding, but there's also like 2 albums of music from Low Roar in Death Stranding.
Sure. Metal Gear Solid 3.
Oh, yeah.
Snake Eater. That's all you need. You don't have to do that.
I did.
All right, so Tony Hawk time.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. It's much like the original games.
Unlike Pro Skater HD Collection.
Which is bad. The music's great in Pro Skater 1 and 2. The gameplay's still good. It's the same. Did you want Tony Hawk? It's Tony fucking Hawk. It's literally the same.
It's pretty much them just go. It's finally them, like, people being like, hey man, the last good Tony Hawk game was Project 8, and they're like, here's us trying to be like Skate before Skate came out. And then it's like, I really wish you didn't. Could you go back? Here's Tony Hawk's Ride. Oh no. Here's Pro Skater 5, a game that's broken as shit.
That game sucks.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like, Tony Hawk's 1 and 2, really good game. Like it's just good.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about it.
Yeah, some of the levels suck.
Yeah. Some of the levels suck, but they sucked in the original.
Yeah. Except
also you just have to deal with the stats thing. Do the stats, get your stats high, because there's some jumps that the game wants you to do sometimes that you can't do.
That's one of my problems in San Francisco right now.
Uh-huh.
That was the last level I played before I came over here.
In Downhill Jam, there's a similar issue.
Downhill Jam just sucks ass.
Downhill Jam is great when they made an entire game out of it, because that game is a racing / trick game.
It was a SSX tricky game.
Yeah. But the actual map Downhill Jam shows up in Downhill Jam.
Yeah, well, that's because Downhill Jam is one of Tony Hawk's favorite levels.
Yeah.
Because he thinks it's really cool in concept.
Yeah.
If Downhill Jam was a set map,
I think it's a fun level. I think Mall's a great level.
I like Mall.
Yeah.
I think if Downhill Jam worked like fucking take all the objectives off Downhill Jam.
Yeah.
Make it a set map, like a tournament map.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a great map. It's not a good map. The problem is it's not a good map for what you do in that game. But I think it's a great map.
It's interesting.
It's a really fun map to play on.
More in,
it's not good for doing scores, and it's not good for...
I think it's fine for scores, because I'm saying for sets, like the best part about that map is comboing around it. Like doing a continuous combo till the end.
Yeah.
That's cool. But... And like maybe like because you can it takes 30 seconds if you go full speed down that with no bails.
Yeah, it can take
even less. So like you could do like 2 runs down the whole thing, get like a cool high score, and then just like do that 6 times, and it's like cool. There's your mission. But instead, it's like get a 300,000 point combo. Go fucking
I wish
go hit all these valves. You literally have to go down multiple 3 times at least to do them all.
Here's what I wish the objectives were, because I'm still not done Downhill Jam, and I think I've retried that map like 10, 15 times. But I still think it's a fun map. But like if the objectives were complete the entire get from top to bottom in one long combo, if that was one objective, and then the second objective is get from top to bottom in less than 30 seconds, that'd be also cool. And because it's good for both of those things. But for getting literal high scores or for doing objectives, it's not a great map. It's a great map for racing. It's a great map for having fun, but it's not good for the ways that game uses it.
I agree.
Thank you.
I think there is other I think every other map is pretty fine.
Also, I hate the menus. The menus aren't good.
Yeah, I don't relate with that one. I think the menus are perfectly fine.
I think it's overly convoluted, especially like with the way you cash out rewards and things.
You just go to your profile.
Yeah,
at the end,
and then you have
just
to
press
keep pressing triangle over and over again.
Yeah, there's worse. I'm sure if you press triangle once, it would then go away. But instead, you want
No, you have to press it. I tried holding it.
No. I meant like you press it once, and then you wait, and then it will disappear. But instead, you just press triangle and move to the right.
No, it does it. It moves it towards you, but you just have to keep hitting triangle.
It's not that big of a deal.
I know. It's
you
annoying.
also just don't have to do it because levels.
You do in order to unlock the things.
Levels only give you cosmetics.
Yeah, but I want the cosmetics for my creative skater, because right now he's wearing a tank top with the Vicarious Visions logo on it.
What's the Vicarious Visions logo? Oh,
that's the V.
company. My dude is wearing a black tank top.
I'm wearing it. To be fair, I am wearing a pink tank top.
I tried to find something that looked like a dog with the.
He's wearing an Alexis on Fire.
Yeah, and it's got like a pit bull with like a chain collar. It's badass. I tried to find something similar, couldn't, so I just put a skull and crossbones. And then I put on black jorts.
Me too.
And I'm wearing the Skater High Vans that have checkers on them.
Yeah, I still don't have the Vans, I think. The checkered Vans. I almost wore the checkered shorts.
I thought about it for a second,
I
too.
could sit... There you go.
Yeah. Actually, if I literally switch to the checkered shorts and use the alternate color, it's just these beige shorts that I'm already wearing.
You can wear khaki shorts or checkered.
But checkered is default, because ska never dies.
There are 2 ska songs on this game.
And both of them are good.
Yeah.
I like She's Famous Now more, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She used to be my girl. Now she's famous.
There was a song when I was listening to the soundtrack before the game came out that I really liked, but I skip it whenever it's on in the game.
Which one?
It's Run It Up by Spilt Milk.
Don't know that one.
It swears a lot.
Oh.
And since this is a rated T game, it just says every single time it says bitch, it swears. Like it bleeps it out. Well, not bleeps.
It just goes quiet.
Goes quiet. But it's so often that I'm annoyed every time.
There's one song where I swear they left a fuck in.
Maybe.
But like I keep hearing it and going, is that my brain filling the space or is it real? Like, you know what I mean?
That was a weird one like that actually, where I literally there's a Fiddler song on Spotify that has the fuck word in it, but then for some reason they just updated it and took it out. No reason why.
Like it just goes quiet or it's just not there?
It's just not there.
Okay.
Like, it's just, why'd you do that? I saw some guy's review where he's like, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1+2, 9 out of 10. I took off a point because there's a Fiddler song in the game. I'm sure the dude was, it was posted by the lead singer of Fiddler, so I'm sure the guy was just a buddy who's making a bit, but
yeah.
There's a bunch of bands in that game that I like, especially PQ.
Yeah.
With their song Mid-20s Skateboarder.
Mid-20s Skateboarder, try not to get hurt.
Yeah, I've seen those guys like fucking 3 times. Not even on purpose.
Damn.
The first time I saw Fiddler, they opened up for them, and then I went and saw them. I went and saw Colorado, and they were there as well. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So if you were on the fence about Pro Skater 1 and 2 and you were waiting for it to come out to know to see how it feels and shit,
If you're a Tony Hawk fan, you'll like it. If you're a skate fan, who knows?
Well, there's nobody I know who dislikes one and likes the other.
I think there is people I know who are like more like skater kids. They were like, yeah, Tony Hawk's fine. I just love Skate because it's so realistic. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. The bail system in fucking Skate makes total realism.
I love both games, straight up. I like Skate for being like the more, realistic, hardcore.
Skate has like more jank to me.
But yeah, but it's like Skate is far more like mechanically complex.
Yeah, but like I'm very bad with sticks.
Oh,
and
okay.
Skate was very well. Like I can do like fighting game inputs pretty easily, but like
Tony Hawk's for Smash fans.
But like with Skate, when it was like, oh, flick the right stick down and go to the right to do so. Oh no, it was like
Skate is how I learned how to do fucking inputs. By the way, for fighting games, because
I'm sure it helped, but like
I was like, oh, it's a left stick, pop shove it.
I think there was one input where it was like go down diagonal up.
It's a pretzel motion, baby.
No, it was not a pretzel.
Oh yeah. It's
like down, like from one end to the side, and it just kept making me.
Oh, that's how you do varials.
Yeah, so I had to do a fucking varial, but instead I kept doing pop shove it all the time, and it fucking annoyed me.
You're doing varial because varials you're doing a half a pop shove, or you're doing like a pop shove it and a kickflip at the same time.
Yeah, it's a varial kickflip.
Yeah.
But yeah, I fucking hated that. That was like my one gripe with that game.
See, I never had a problem with that. I pulled those moves also all the time. I was a huge Skate head. Like, you know what I mean?
I play Skate a lot. I just am not good with that shit. And also, that was a long time ago with my broken ass Xbox 360 controllers that I threw across the room all the time because I played Call of Duty.
Skate Trilogy HD when?
Never. We're getting Skate 4. Let's be happy with that.
Yeah, I want both.
I don't, because I don't like Skate 1 that much.
If it's a Skate 3, I didn't play Skate 1.
I would like Skate 4 to be more like Skate 2 and not Skate 3.
Skate 3 is a good game, but it goes more cartoony and the open world's less cool because it's 3 smaller
The
areas.
open world also just became like a Tony Hawk open world where it's like... The cool thing about Skate 2 was cool.
Skate 2 is cool because it takes place in a society that doesn't want you to skateboard.
Yeah, they were like, skateboarding's for fucking nerds. I don't like that.
No, they're like, skateboarding's for fucking vandals,
ruffians,
piece of shit.
Yeah.
And
where
you're like,
Tony Hawk did that in like American Wasteland as well. But then like
that's my favorite Tony Hawk.
Yeah, and then they even had the mechanic in fucking Skate 2 where you could call Big Black to be a security guard for you.
Yep.
Because there was that one
because he'd beat the shit out of the security guards for you.
Yeah, so there was that one fucking like thing you could do through. It was either through a bank or a hotel. It had those black steps with the gold rails.
Yep.
But there was like really aggressive security in there. So if you wanted to get a sweet line in there with like no issue, you could call Big Black.
Yeah. Also, like, there was areas with rail blockers, and you could call, like, a truck full of people to fucking crowbar them off.
Yeah. It was a really cool aesthetic about it. Just the fucking problem is that game is like...
The first thing you do in that game is get out of jail.
Because you went to prison at the end of Skate 1.
Yeah.
For doing something illegal. Then Skate 3, it's just like, we all love skateboarding. It's Skate Town.
Yep.
Here's all these set pieces that literally don't make sense in the real world that is only for skateboarding.
Port Carverton.
Yeah. it was like named after like a guy who died on the dev team, and I was like, that's cool.
Wait,
And
really?
Yeah.
I thought it was because you carve on a skateboard, and it's like carve a ton.
No. Let me check that out. I believe there's also a monument to the guy in the game.
Yeah, that might be true, but I feel like Port Carverton was named that because you carve a ton.
What do you mean carving?
Carve. It's like a thing you do on a. It's like a not a thing you do on a skateboard, but it's like it's like saying shred, like carve. It's just another word like that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's rad.
Damn, I'm not getting a lot of information here.
Okay.
Why is there 2 fandom pages for Skate?
Because it was so big, it needed more than one. Oh, maybe there was a Silent Hill wiki situation where the wiki was filled with people who like talked about how getting your child circumcised is evil, and that the games are all about that through metaphor.
Weird.
Yeah. Did you not hear about that with the Silent Hill thing?
No.
The Silent Hill wiki, one of the mods was like all about that. Like there's a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
Port Carverton is a homage to recently deceased colleague Ron Mad Carver Hartley.
Okay.
And he's got an in-game memorial. So
Cool.
yeah, anyways, Skate 4, let's put it in a realistic location and put a story that isn't just, hey, you're trying to be a pro. Let's get something extra in there.
Yeah, like get that we're trying to be a pro, but also the world sucks. We're fighting.
Tony Hawk's Underground is the coolest game about you trying to be a pro because
Thug one,
it's so much like a lot of nonsense, but then it's like it's the fucking movie Grind.
It's able to do Thug One I think is able to do both, where it takes place in like a world where you still feel like you're part of a subculture and you're like, like kind of edgy.
Thug 2 is pretty disconnected,
cool.
but
Thug 2 is
it's
too
Jackass.
edgy but goofy.
It's Jackass with
Jackass.
skateboards.
Just Jackass.
Which is pretty much Jackass.
American Wasteland is over the top as hell, but it's super fucking...
It's cartoon skateboard world.
It's cartoon skateboard world, but you're still very edgy.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why I love
then
American
Project
Wasteland.
8 is also...
Because American Wasteland is one where you can just hit people with your board.
Yeah, no, then they had a fucking...
You kill cops in that game. A guy fucking blows up the subway with a rocket launcher.
Yeah. There's also the fucking part where you drop that... the guy doesn't die, but
you kill a security guard with a T-Rex.
I think it was the guy... It was the train dude. You also... No, not the train dude. The crane dude. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
And there's the part where he's trying to, like, climb up to go, like, get the dude you got from the oil rig and, like, toss him out. And you have to shoot him with, like, the water.
Boop, 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 boop.
But if you let him go up high enough...
Yeah.
And you hit him, he falls 50 fucking feet down.
Yeah.
Which would kill a man. But this isn't a man. This is a construction worker.
Yeah.
The manliest of men. Yeah, so... Give me a fucking... Thug 1 or Tony Hawk's American Wasteland.
Yeah.
Also, you think if they put in Thaw 3,
Yeah.
not Thaw, THPS
Yeah.
3 as a DLC, do you think they'll patch in BAM?
This is the Bam's Dead timeline.
It's not. BAM's very much alive and he's doing better now. Still crazy, man.
No, sorry, I mean the Tony Hawk timeline.
Whatever.
Because remember, there's Tony
I know.
wins, there's
Bam
Bam
dies
wins,
of his
and then
injuries. All right, yeah. I fucking want to finish the game because I remember I like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 so much more.
Yeah.
That was my first one. I never actually played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1.
I never played either of them. But I only played some of those levels in like American Wasteland and shit.
Well, yeah, because there was the classic mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got anything else, you?
I don't know. How are we on time?
We're like around the 2-hour mark.
I can just say real quick.
Yeah.
Been thinking a lot about Rock Lee recently.
We do have to do the bonus episode after this.
Yeah, I know, but he's just so cool.
Sure.
And name one character who's like where the archetype is when a character doesn't have their power gifted to them and they're literally just like, yeah, I had to get here through hard work.
Han Solo.
They're the sickest. Yeah, sure. The
Sort
kid
of.
from Demon Slayer. Deku for like the first half of the series, well, the first half of the first season.
Yeah.
Actually, up until Stain, which was that the first season or was that the
Season
second? Okay, so the tournament arc in the second season.
Yeah.
Up until that point, Deku was a Rock Lee, where it's like, yeah, he had the power gifted to him, but it doesn't work for him. Like, characters that are like, literally, it's like, yeah, I have to work hard to be able to be as good as the rest of these fucking assholes who got to walk in with their cool superpowers are the best.
Sokka.
Yeah, that's a really good one. No one in Korra. Unfortunately.
Asami.
Not really. Asami kind of did.
No, Asami's just good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is Asami supposed to be this like prissy rich girl?
No, but she's not.
No, that's her initial introduction. It's like, no, she likes to race cars and she's a good mechanic.
She's dope.
But then she gets the fucking glove. She uses it once,
It's a
and
taser.
then by the next season, she's like she's fucking Batman and Robin.
Yeah, she's fucking Black Widow.
Yeah. Just if your
Hold on, I need to pee.
if I see your character working out and making it work, there we go. Like if you're actually training, trying to be the best that you could possibly be, you are so much cooler than any main character where you're just like, oh, I woke up, I'm from another world and I got isekai'd here and I'm just a fucking god. I'm the coolest man in the world. So Zoro in One Piece is cool. He wasn't born with powers. Rock Lee is cool. Tanjiro from Demon Slayer is cool. I think Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Honestly, don't know. Never watched that show. Never will, because it's trash. That's a joke. I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. You know who you are that I'm talking to. Who else is good?
Lady Shiva.
From who? From what?
DC Comics.
Cool. There's
She's
another
the
thing.
strongest. She's the strongest human in the DC Comics universe.
Cool. There's also just another thing I remembered.
Yep.
So the Rock Lee is the first one we're introduced to in Naruto as
Sure.
being this kid who had to hard work
And it's the guy, right?
But Might Guy,
It's the guy game.
the coolest man in the goddamn world, because he is a man just like Rock Lee who he cannot use ninja magic. And this motherfucker literally shows up towards the end of the final, like what was the final boss and should have stayed the final boss.
Things need to know to end sometimes.
No, I know, but at the end of Naruto, you got Madara Uchiha. He gets super powered up. He should have been the final fight, but then literally he just explodes and Kaguya shows up, and it's like, why? And then they explain to you really in depth that Naruto and Sasuke are the reincarnation of Ninja Jesus' son.
Fuck, what's the name of that character from Ghost in the Shell?
I don't remember.
Togusa from Ghost in the Shell. So the entire team is full of people with all these cybernetic enhancements
Is he
using
just a
fancy
normal,
guns.
Is he just a normal man?
He's all human. Even the brain's not cyber. And he doesn't use new tech. He uses a fucking revolver.
Nice.
Yeah. And
That's
he's voiced by
good.
fucking Crispin Freedman, who is Roy Harper from Young Justice.
I also know Crispin Freeman from other things.
Yeah, but, you know.
Okay, so Mike Guy shows up, and this motherfucker just says, ninjutsu doesn't work on me, and Mike Guy's sitting there, he just literally does this face where he's like, and he opens up the 8 gates,
Yeah.
which is like, you know how you have your chakra points in your body and shit?
I'm aware. I have
Yeah.
seen Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So, like, he opens up, when you open up the gates, you cause damage to yourself, and opening up the 8th one is supposed to kill you. But then
he
Naruto showed up and does some bullshit. So this Madara is sitting there, is like, I am invincible, you can't touch me. And Might Guy just goes like, fuck you, opens up the 8 gates and kicks him so hard. He goes from being perfectly fine to losing like a part of this weird horn he had and like destroying all like most of his clothes. And Madara just sits up and goes, God damn, that was cool! And he just goes like, man, I don't give a fuck about these ninjas with their like earth-shattering magic and shit.
I so thought you were going to say a different word there.
What?
When you said ninja.
I would never.
I know.
On
but,
recording.
But my brain went, ooh, okay.
Should bleep that out for fun.
Oh my God.
And then he just says, bro, I declare you as the strongest. And he literally almost beats him by himself but then and his body turns this to like this red charred husk, and like it shows, and like all of his moves he does is like, he's a man. He's not doing anything. It's the force of his attacks are causing ninja magic to happen around him.
Nice.
So he was supposed to die, but then Naruto walks over and slaps him where his heart is, and he gets to live.
Okay, cool.
He's crippled forever, but
Cool.
yeah. I also watched more Young Justice season 1.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, that's a pretty good opening first season.
Yeah, it's great.
But they were really childish in that. They're all children.
Yeah.
But like, the catchphrases are really obnoxious. Mm-hmm. Like,
hello, Megan.
yeah, it's like she does it like 4 times an episode, and like,
Yeah.
I get it. I remembered being annoyed by it, like as a kid. I like where it ended up.
Yeah.
Same with like the whelmed and the Aster stuff. I was like, man, you guys will not fucking stop talking about this.
Well, I like the unwords. I think that's like a fun bit.
Yeah, but like
think that's
when I first watched the show, I was like, I'm not into this bit.
See, when I first watched the show, I was like, and I found that enjoyable. It's really interesting because I feel like Young Justice Dick Grayson, and probably because we don't get to see him become Nightwing, I feel like he's, not that his character development's stagnant, but that him as Nightwing isn't like my brain version of Nightwing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I still like the character a lot.
Also, you can tell that Batman is kind of a good dad.
He's a much better person in this than in a lot of other stuff.
What? Batman? Oh yeah, because no, there's a part where something happens to them where they almost, I think it's the episode where they do this scenario where it's supposed to be a fail scenario that Martian Manhunter imprints in their brains.
Oh, fuck.
But-
that episode's heavy.
Yeah. And I was watching it, I forgot how it ended.
Yeah.
So I'm like thinking here the whole time. I'm like, I know they come back, but like I'm going through and it's like, oh, it's a teleportation thing. I'm like, I bet they're in the thing. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But then it's like Miss Martian's like power fucked
Yeah.
it up and made it feel real. And like people who died like went into comas, like Artemis. But like that's just a fucking super heavy episode. But then the next episode that follows is them all in therapy.
Yeah.
And like Superboy won't engage. Aqualad kind of engages.
Right,
but
it's
still
Black
standoffish.
Canary, right?
Yeah, Black Canary, which I kind of had to Google. I'm like, is Black Canary like, is she just like the den mother, or does she actually have like therapist shit?
She does not.
She does not. I think she's just a good. She's just a nice lady to talk to.
She's also just good.
Yeah. All the stuff with Red Tornado is really fun.
Oh, he's great.
But then they're like,
What happens? He's just not there in season 3.
because he's also not there in season 2.
Oh, is he dead?
No, he's alive. He's alive at the end of season. He's the reason why Vandal Savage doesn't win in season 1.
Right.
Because he put like a subroutine where if he tries to implant a chip inside of one of the other kids,
Yeah.
he automatically shuts down, and then they put his consciousness in John Smith, which was his robot body.
Right.
But there's like really fun stuff in that season. Like when they find the episode where they create the 2 alternate realities, where Clarion, the Chaos guy,
Right.
and him in 4 was also, he kind of disappears.
Clarion, but he comes back in season 3?
Yeah, but not much. But he was like a big villain in the first season.
Yeah, but he comes back. Like,
Yeah.
what I mean is, like, I don't even remember seeing Red Tornado in the background of season 3.
Yeah, I think Red Tornado's off world doing shit. Like, but there's after when they find out that Billy Batson's a kid, they're like, we should put more members.
Fucking Rob Lowe.
We find out, is that Rob Lowe?
Yeah.
That's a really good casting.
And then it's his brother for the rest.
Bob Lowe.
No, it's like Chris Lowe. Or
That would
something.
also suck because that's the same name.
Yeah.
Like, what's your
Yeah,
name?
both are Robert.
Yeah. No, so like there's the episode where they're trying to decide who's going to be in the Justice League, and they're pitching people, and someone says, what about Guy Gardner? And literally like
Guy Gardner.
No, they go to both fucking members of the league, like
Oh, yeah,
the
yeah,
Green
yeah.
Lanterns, and they go, no,
Hal Jordan and John Stewart are both like, no,
he's awful.
yeah, fuck that.
And then
guy.
he's in season
Fuck
3.
him.
Yeah, he's a
No
piece of
Kyle
shit.
Rayner in this universe.
Who's that? Is that the 4th Green Lantern?
That's the one after Guy, but before. No, sorry. Yeah, 4th. He's the 4th. You're right. Yeah. Kyle Rayner is the Green Lantern that like canonically gets the ring because Hal Jordan stayed a Green Lantern. It's just also John Stewart became one.
Yeah.
And also Guy Gardner became one. But after Hal Jordan kills every other Green Lantern when he goes evil, after the death and return of Superman time, Hal Jordan is evil. He gets all the rings and he's like, "Whoa, I'm fucking evil." Kyle Rayner is a struggling comic book artist vomiting clearly drunk and high outside of a Pink Floyd concert.
Sounds like Mary Sue.
Yeah, vomiting drunk and high outside of a Pink Floyd concert, finds a dying Green Lantern going like, fuck you, first person, I'm dying. Green Lantern, Hal Jordan's evil. You need to take this ring. Yeah. And Kyle Rayner's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm done. All right,
he
weird
probably
space.
Thinks he's tripping.
I'm tripping.
Yeah.
And like takes it, and he's awesome. He's great. He's the best one. Because he's the coolest. Because he's a comic book artist, so he's more creative than like Jon Stewart, who's like, I make guns. And Hal Jordan, who's like, I make planes.
Do you know what I think my problem with the new cast in season 2 is?
What?
Is that they all kind of just show up. Yeah. Like, we had a setup with Garfield, at least. So, like, when Beast Boy shows up, it's like, okay. Also, when Beast Boy first shows up, he's half monkey.
Yeah.
Like, the whole time.
He's more monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got, like, the hair and everything. But, like, fucking... like, Tim Drake's there.
Yep, Tim Drake's just there.
Batgirl's just there.
Yep.
Wonder Girl's there.
Wonder Girl's just there. Interesting that they picked... Excuse me. Interesting they picked Cassie Sandmark, though.
I don't know, but like it's just all these new characters, and they're like, yeah, look, it's the new team, and I'm like, oh, I guess these are the characters I got to focus on. But then they were also like, then there's Lagoon Boy or whatever the fuck his name is,
Lagoon, yeah,
Lagoon, and him
both.
And fucking Megan are dating now, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, that's the thing that, again, I've said this before. What I like about Young Justice and how it does between season 1 and season 2 with the time skip is the purpose of the time skip is to take the status quo around back behind the barn and fucking blow its brains out.
Yeah, and then they tried, but then
it's like, fuck you, figure it out.
Yeah, well, it's like, why did they break up and all that?
Yeah.
But like, it's just that you come in and it's just there's all these new characters.
Yeah.
And some of them are just like
Roy / I guess Will. His story is great.
Roy, all the Harpers is good.
Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. But like,
so I like Jim Harper's like, yeah, I'm their uncle. It's like, no, you're also another Harper clone.
Yeah, you're an older Roy.
Yeah,
you're literally just Roy but older.
Yeah, you're Roy, but you were one of the first clones to be made.
Yeah, because Arsenal's the real Roy Harper.
Yeah, he is Roy Harper. Will Harper is the Speedy that we got.
Is Speedy that became Red Arrow?
Yeah,
who's like hell bent on becoming a member of the Justice League.
Huntress, and they have a kid.
Sorry, Cheshire.
Yes, Huntress is their mother.
No, Huntress is
their mom in this. Huntress and Sportsmaster fucked twice at least, and had.
Are you sure
Artemis?
It's Huntress?
Yeah, it is.
But she's like Vietnamese.
I know. But they said Huntress.
Did they say Huntress? Because I know Artemis
I
is
just
Tigress.
watched the episode.
Okay, I believe you. I just think that's weird.
Yeah. Also, when they think like all the people they've been blackmailing. Like they think the fucking like the Injustice League or whatever, the Light.
Yeah.
They think they're like, yeah, we're making Artemis, Miss Martian, and Connor Kent fucking run away, and they're just like, and you think they will, but then he does a flashback where they just all like air their dirty laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's nice that they all get to make out with their respective partners at the end.
Yeah.
Wally and Artemis. Robin gets some with Zatanna.
Really?
Yeah, they make out.
When?
At the end of season 1. It's like because it's New Year's.
Oh, right.
And he's
been
crushing on her the whole season.
Right. Oh my god, I forgot he had something for.
Yeah, and then
her.
Rocket, I think, is her hero.
Rocket, yeah.
Yeah, she gives
Icon? No, Icon's her dad.
Is it her dad?
Is it not her dad?
They're student and shit. Like,
okay.
They have same powers, but I don't think they're.
I thought it was her dad, but
I have no idea. They really don't go that deep into it, and she kind of gets put on the sideline.
Did you know that Rocket and Icon were one of the Charleston Comics characters? I think Charleston Comics and the rights with them being weird is why we never see Ted Kord.
Anyway, so she kisses Aqualad. Couldn't remember his real name.
Oh yeah. Calderon.
Because he is bi, so it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Told you he was dating Mira. I guess he kissed
Tula.
Rocket. Tula?
He had a crush on Tula.
Had a crush on Tula,
but then
kissed
Grant,
Rocket.
I think stole her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm fucking remember that one of the plots for thing is he's like evil.
Yeah, that's season 2. It's fake evil. Because he's Black Manta's kid.
Yeah. I like that plot line.
That plot line's great
because it's kind of a redo of the first one. except he was like instead of it being Artemis was an agent inside of the Young Justice.
Yeah.
He's a Young Justice agent inside of the
light.
The light.
Black Manta.
Yeah.
And then Artemis fakes her death.
Yeah.
That story is so good.
Has she already faked her death at the beginning?
In season 2.
It happens in season 2.
Yeah, because they've retired. Her and Wally retire.
Yeah, they go to school and shit.
And they're going to school.
And then she comes back and her mom doesn't know forever, and then she finds out in season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good show.
It's great.
Also, when they did the 5-year time skip back then, wasn't it in the future like they did?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because the first season's in like
first season's 2010.
Yeah, 2010, and then they're like 2015 time, but then it aired in like 2012.
Yeah, it aired in 2012, but it's 2015 canonically.
Yeah.
And then the thing that's crazy is then they do another 2-year time skip, so it's 2017. Or no, it's not, because it ends in 2016. So when season 3 begins in 2018 and ends in 2019.
Yeah.
And it came out in 2019.
And then the next one that comes out will be 2020.
In an interview,
I kind of hope they go to like 2021 or something.
Yeah. In the interview, the guy who writes the show, Greg Wiseman, made a joke that they liked the time skip between season 1 and 2 so much that they decided to do it in real life.
Good one.
But yeah, also I was going to mention real quick, I got the Avengers game today. It's great. I like that it's a video game where the main character is clearly Kamala Khan and the other Avengers are just there. And it's like, no, Kamala Khan's the character that gets the development and is the protagonist.
Because everyone else has their development.
Yeah, they're already finished characters. So Kamala Khan is like, I'm the protagonist. I have character development. It's great.
Yeah.
It's a good game, guys. If you don't like the games as a service stuff, it's all apparently post-game. So you just don't have to do it. There's like a full 12-hour campaign.
Yeah.
And then there's tons of side missions if you want to do them, but you don't have to.
And you can save them till when the rewards are actually worthwhile.
Yeah. Like when they release Hawkeye and Hawkeye.
Do you think Hawkeye will get his own like little separate story?
Oh yeah. All the new characters that get added get their separate story content. They announced what the Hawkeye one's going to be. First of all, they announced Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, is you team up with her, who's voiced by Ashley Birch, which is a great choice. What's wrong with Ashley Birch?
Ashley Birch is playing another Archer.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
But also, Kate Bishop is a great character, so you get to play as the best Hawkeye and the second best Hawkeye.
She's the one who steals the name of Hawkeye, right?
Well, when Hawkeye's dead, but he's really Ronin.
And then when he comes back, they were expecting him to be like, "You're not Hawkeye," and he's like, "That's a cool name.
Hawkeye.
Here's a bow."
They're both Hawkeye, and that's the plot of the Hawkeye comic. It's
hot. You got Hawkeye, you get Kate Bishop Hawkeye, and then you get Matt Fraction Hawkeye, which is also apparently the good Hawkeye.
Well, Kate Bishop is Hawkeye in Young Avengers. And then when we switch to Matt Fraction Hawkeye, it's Hawkeye and Hawkeye
Adventures. They don't
Adventures.
do a lot of sidekicks in Marvel stuff. Like, that's DC shit. Is like, for every fucking main Justice League character, there's a sidekick. Or like a younger version with like their powers. Like,
I think it's just that Marvel sidekicks don't get as much play / become solo characters much faster.
Yeah, Miles Morales.
Ms. Marvel. Ironheart. War Machine.
Well, Ironheart. Oh yeah, War Machine. But Ironheart kind of just shows up after Iron Man dies, doesn't she? Doesn't he? Doesn't she? Doesn't they?
No.
Oh, like they hang out for a bit.
Yeah, like I mean, sure. Like I think Iron Man's not dead. He's Doctor Doom at the time.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. That's a time that I'm not super familiar with. But Hawkeye and Hawkeye Adventures, we love them.
Thor doesn't have any.
Thor totally does.
What?
Thor has his Warriors 4.
Oh, that's not... I don't count those.
Okay. Well...
When I say sidekick, I think of, like, Robin from, like, Batman. Like, you know, someone who's, like, will just take over the mantle, where Thor's gonna live forever. He just has his 4 warriors.
I mean,
as
Jane Foster, also Thor. Thor is the sidekick to Jane Foster Thor.
Yeah. Odin's son is the... is the sidekick to the mighty Thor.
We've got
put Jane Foster Thor in there, but also just as a skin, like it still sounds like Travis Willingham.
No, there's no voice.
No, the voice is just Travis Willingham's voice, but it looks like Lady Thor.
But yeah, I do like how the Hawkeye thing they announced. It's like you team up with Kate Bishop to find Clint Barton.
I think it'd be funny if you played as Ronin.
Yeah.
You're Ronin, right? I need your help. Yeah, what are you doing? Looking for Clint Barton.
Oh, who's that?
Sure, I'll help you out.
Isn't he the worst member of the Avengers?
And she's like, what are you talking about? He's the best. I would suck his dick so hard.
You're very young. What are you, 19? That's gross, dude. I'm like 40. I mean, Clint Barton's like 40.
Or he's just like, what are you? You're 17? No, I'm 20. He's like, okay.
I mean, Clint's still 40. That's still kind of gross.
It's still gross, but honestly, Clint's been a little lonely.
He could be your dad. You probably, if you met him and were friends,
we might have
like a father-son dynamic.
You guys might have a father-son dynamic.
Father-daughter dynamic. Fuck.
I love the concept of idiots who just can't keep their secret identity in check is so funny to me, especially when it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing that I've heard the most about Clint Barton is somehow he's like he's obviously the world's greatest archer, but like, did you know that he's actually like half deaf? Sorry, what?
Hey,
he's half deaf.
Can you look at me? I just do a lot better when I can see your face.
Yeah, my ear thing is, I mean, you're very far away and I'm wearing a mask.
A grenade went off near me like a week ago and it's still recovering.
The mask is thicker than it looks. It's very
But
thick.
your ears are exposed.
No, they're not.
No, they're not. There's actually, in my ear, you can see my ear lobes, but there's actually something inside there.
Yeah.
If you have something going inside, why don't you just get hearing aids? Because I'm not deaf.
But yeah, man. I like Avengers. I think that game's good. I think it's been marketed really shittily, and I'm sure like and like the gear system has been grafted onto this game completely unnecessarily.
Yeah, especially since it's all hidden shit.
Yeah,
like it doesn't change your character.
But when you're going through the levels, like I did the first few. Like, so obviously there's the bridge one, which is a great level. It's a little bit longer because there's like a walk and talk section. So
they tried to sell the whole thing as action like in the demo.
Yeah. But it's like there's a walk and talk section at the beginning of the opening level, and then the next level is like Kamala in New Jersey,
which they skip in the.
Yeah, like you do. There's like a few levels in a row before you get to the next one in the beta.
Yeah.
But yeah, like. And that level in New Jersey, like you don't do a ton of fighting. It's mostly platforming, and you're like kind of learning the character and her backstory and her motivations and stuff. And that level's like great. Like, and the visuals are really nice in the game. Like, it's a great game. Like, I'm happy with it.
It's just that they were selling it as a games as a service game, and everyone is literally like, why?
Games as a service is bad. And it's like, yeah,
it's not bad, but like only a very select people like that shit.
Yeah, like it's obviously totally generated to get people to fucking spend money, and it has fucking paid currency.
And also has a battle pass.
Which is stupid. And a battle pass. And like, these things are bad, but that's not the majority of the content that's in the game. If you like the side content, the game is Dynasty Warriors. If you like the story content, it's a great story game that also has Dynasty Warriors side content.
I'm not a big fan of fucking battle passes in games that I already paid for.
Yeah.
Like, or at least if you're gonna, for the first year, like if you have a planned multiple like thing. Now, I buy a game at full price and you have a battle pass out like a month in that I have to pay $10 for, I'm upset at you.
Now here's the thing with Avengers though, that's different. Avengers is story DLCs that it's going to be offering for over a year of new characters and new story missions being added on.
It's all free.
It's all going to be free. Like the Spider-Man shit's free, the Hawkeye shit's free, whatever ends up coming, which is probably going to be like Captain Marvel, Black Panther, Winter Soldier stuff. That's all going to be free.
Yeah, but so here's my take on it.
Yeah.
Destiny has a battle pass.
Yeah.
The battle pass is free. If you don't buy the premium track, it will take you longer, but all the content that you would get that goes with the battle pass, you still get it.
I don't know how it works.
But Destiny's a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
And then even if you don't
And the expansions are paid for Destiny though, right?
Only the most recent one.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, Forsaken is still paid. It shouldn't be, because they still charge. It should be like $10 now, but they're still like, no, give us $30. I don't know. Bungie's desperate for money.
Sure.
Yeah, because they're a small. They went from being a AAA studio to being close to an indie studio now.
They're just a AAA self-owned studio.
Yeah. Self-owned, and now they're going back to Daddy Microsoft to be like, please.
Really? What's Daddy Microsoft going to do?
Nothing.
Like, what are they going to try to do with them?
I think they're going to get exclusive content like they had with PlayStation. It's just going to be like one strike. Like, they're not going to keep like...
Papa Microsoft says, put the Halo Man in the fucking game.
Nah, I think
put
Destiny
John,
doesn't try to be.
put Johnny Sevens in the fucking game, or you ain't getting shit.
What they should fucking do is make more character customization options, and then let me go back and make my girl less ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny has a really bad character creator. Because also, you can't turn the face at all.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's all straight on.
Well, you never see characters' faces in Destiny.
You do in social spaces, but it's all optional.
They always wore helmets when I was playing.
You can, in the
Destiny
options,
1.
if you're in the tower, or like the farm, or in Destiny 1, the fucking...
There's just one.
The reef.
There's only one in Destiny 1.
No, there's 2 in Destiny 1.
Was the second one in the DLC?
Yes.
All right, then
it was in the
only
House of
one.
Wolves DLC. The best.
I thought
an
the
actual
Forsaken
good
King
DLC.
was the best.
The Taken King was the
Sorry,
best.
the Taken King.
You combined the best Destiny 2 DLC with the best Destiny 1.
And with that, guys, by the way, we mentioned we made a Halo reference. We're doing the bonus episode, which is my entire notes through Halo 2. It's going to come out on Wednesday for you. We're going to record it right after this.
Yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna cut that off.
What fun! Yeah.
You're
So
not
let's
gonna
call
talk
it.
about Destiny anymore.
No, because we're getting a little bit long in the tooth. We're at 2:26. Felt like you were talking about that shit for a really long time. And then we're doing the one whole thing after this. And then also I want to go see if we can go to Derek's. And I
I'm
want to
not
do
going.
super late. Okay.
I have to work tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks for listening to the Media Hole podcast, guys. If you like this, always subscribe. We're on YouTube at youtube.com/N8SComedy. And you can follow us you can follow me on Twitter at The Media Hole. You can follow me on TikTok at The Media Hole. You can follow me on twitch.tv/The Media Hole. And, of course, www.whenyourballs.get stuck to your leg.tumblr.com. And you can find Ian all over the internet at
I'll change your
StrugglesV.
name. You can find me on Twitter talking about how I'm spiritually in the Pizza Hut, but physically I'm in the Taco Bell.
Nice.
That was a tweet I made that no one saw.
Nice. Well, thank you so much, guys. See you next time. Again, that new ep is coming out on Wednesday.
Yeah.